you gonna do if it don't work out? It ain't about if it makes sense, 'cause if the boot do it don't fit. As far as I can see, there ain't no way to be somebody if you just gon' quit. So if you gotta fight, don't lose it. If you gotta do it, die, dream, do it. If you got something to prove, go and prove it. Don't let nobody clip your wings. Keep your head down, keep on the blinders. Tune out the doubters and all the close minders. If it's in your blood, falling down ain't enough to change who you were born to be. Getting back up, that's the only backup plan you need.
Welcome back, Rico Moneybags, the channel helping you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure the bell notification stays lit. Like that, you guys will not miss out for any future updates, especially some of these super streams where we're going to be doing 2 giveaways today. We're going to be giving away some NFTs, which is really bullish, a little bit different on the stream. You know, we see a little bit of positive price action on this Friday, a little bit of an uptick. We're going to get into that, but we're going to showcase a lot of projects. We're going to have some speakers come up. And we're going to have some fun together, but we're going to be talking about your favorite crypto project. So in the future, if you guys want a crypto project to be seen up here, let me know. And yes, I know the camera is freezing. We're going to change that in just a bit. Let me share my screen and then I'll back out and try it again. So I apologize for that. It's been doing it for the last 30 minutes, but go ahead and share this, repost this. We might have some camera issues and just put an avatar up there for the stream, which I know is going to irritate some, but we got to do what we got to do. Let me share the screen, get everybody up in here. Share this live. I've been back testing this for like the last 30 minutes and it keeps doing it. So we're going to roll with it and have some fun no matter what, man. Nothing gets in the way. Let me go ahead and back out right now, give you guys that chance, and I'm going to jump back in so the video's working. We're going to do this one more time, and then if it freezes, we're just going to keep the show going. But go ahead and share the link while the stream is kicking out, and we're going to have some fun, everybody. I see some more projects pulling up on the studio, so make sure you guys get ready. We got a whale token as well that I seen. Then I'm actually pretty pumped up to check out because it's perfect narrative time. We're going to do like a quick little 20 minutes getting everybody riled up. So let me back out and come back so my video is actually working. But just stay put. Go ahead and share the live stream right now. It's going to be 20 minutes getting the stream hyped up. And then we're going to be bringing up some special guests. So get ready. All right, everybody, we're back, man. We had to do that. We're gonna do that. That's the last time we're gonna do it. We did it a couple times before the stream started. I see we got a private chat for those guests that are pulling up. So just be ready. If you guys got something to say, go ahead and write in that private chat. We'll bring you guys up. We got Art Vibe is going to be the first project up, and then we got the whale token that's going to be coming up. One that I've seen doing really good that I'm kind of excited for because you got to find these gems as well, right? It's those established communities, but also those communities that are starting to pop off. So I want to get into BTC because I know everybody's wondering when's the bottom, how's the bottom, when are we going to find the floor? You know, this is something that we drew a long time ago. And a lot of people, it seemed almost like impossible that we were going to reach these points, right? This yellow line right here that I just drew all squiggly on here, not even really caring, you know, and all I was doing was following the 200 moving average. Nothing special, nothing, you know, like some kind of genius stuff or anything like that. But that is the biggest bear bull indicator in the space. And we came exactly down to, it's not showing up on X. It should be showing up now. But right now we got let me check really quick. Thank you, Sophia. I appreciate that. Yeah, it just started right now. That's why we wait a second because X takes a little bit. But this is our biggest bear bull indicator. The camera has frozen. We're just gonna rock with it, man. We're not gonna keep interrupting the stream. Yeah, it's just one of those days for StreamYard, fam. But this is that biggest bear bull indicator right here that we were watching. And this is actually where Bitcoin's starting to bounce. We're seeing a little bit of like holding on, right? We're holding on, which is really nice. But this is that bear bull indicator on the weekly chart, super zoomed out, that things are starting to look really good because it's starting to hold above it. Yes, we wicked underneath it. Yes, you know, it's not that pretty, but at the very least, it is trying to somehow find a way back above that 200 moving average that when we first started talking about it up here and possibly breaking the 50, breaking one level, finding the next, sounded absurd. But now that's a real thing. But what's nice about yeah, it's bad and all that stuff. What's nice is that we're right here holding on to this. If we lost this 200, we'd probably go lower. I know, sad, whatever, but we're going to keep it moving because we've seen some nice price action on the 1 hour chart that I want to show you guys that we haven't seen in a while. I'm going to turn some of these indicators off, kind of give you guys a little bit of perspective here. a little bit of tools right here, and why this 50 moving average is really important. This is what's going on while you're seeing a little bit of this positive price action. This is a 50 moving average. You don't have to be the guru of gurus to do this. This is simply a 50 moving average. When we trade underneath it, it is bearish. When we get above it, it's bullish. Maybe just momentarily, but when we get back underneath it, it's bearish. The bullish momentum that you're finding right now is on this hourly chart. What's also cool is on the 4-hour chart, things are actually starting to look good. I'm going to turn on a really cool indicator that I've been using, and I'm going to be bringing this one to you guys because it is actually pretty powerful. But right here, this is a great example of this indicator. Short signal, we short that bad boy. You see all this positive price action right here, this green stuff, that was just noise. Then a sell signal right here, and that's another short right there. And although we're breaking above these moving average, we still don't have a buy signal. So we want to be very cautious that we're not going to get caught up in any chop zone. So this, look at how the market doesn't go from short to buy, from short to buy. It doesn't do that. Sometimes it goes from short to consolidation to short to consolidation to short again. So right now we're watching this hourly chart. You know, is it going to print a buy signal, go long? You know, is the market's going to turn around, or is it just more consolidation to go more lower? That's what we're going to find out, you know, as these days keep passing. Right now, we're seeing a little bit of an uptick, nothing too crazy, but it is nice to see Bitcoin crawling back over, you know, essentially that, you know, 200 moving average on the weekly chart. That's really important. So Bitcoin's a little bit down, Ethereum's a little bit down, everything's a little bit down, but the spirits are up. We got crypto projects. We're actually going to bring the whale token up first because I seen Art Vibe drop down. So we'll bring the whale token up first in just a second. I see Art Vibe just came back up. So we'll play that one by ear when it's ready. But we're at 38 viewers so far. We're going to get it all the way up to about 100. And then we're going to bring our special guests up because I really want you guys to check this out. Next, we're going to go to is Solana, okay? Because a lot of you guys' projects are on Solana. And when Solana moves a certain way, you know, it also dictates the way your project moves. Your project could be at a good market cap right now and could be at an even better market cap the minute Solana starts pumping up, right? And this is what we're looking at. Even right here, you see this. Like, we still don't got a buy signal, and we're going to pay attention to see if we get that buy signal. But Solana on the weekly chart, still on that sell signal. You know, it's pretty easy to see. 4-hour chart. This is where you find an entry on the daily chart with this 4-hour chart right here. This is what I've been waiting for Solana's long to happen. If I see a buy signal on this 4-hour chart, I'm going to go for it because look at how much this was. Sell, chop, don't get caught in here, sell. How many times the minute it sells so much, you automatically try to jump back in like you're going to find the next long. Oh, it sold so much that it has to be the bottom now. No, you're wrong. It can go lower. And this is something we're going to be bringing to the table very soon. So this is short consolidation. Don't pay attention to it. You can close that trade if you want and take the next short, flush down. You would have been super right. So stay tuned in, keep the bell notifications lit because when these buy signals come out and go long, your Solana projects are going to be pumping. Your Solana is going to be pumping. We might see a chase to Solana come back to $96, that $100 mark, or even the upper value range at around 120. The Solana craze will start to build up really quick with Solana getting back up to that 120. Guys, keep the bell notification lit. I'm gonna let you guys know when that happens, right? So we got just about the right amount of people. What's up, Super Stream? Appreciate you guys pulling up. So we got some tickers ready. We're gonna give away 2 NFTs. We got a Trolls Den NFT that we're gonna be giving away, and also a raccoon from the Art Vibe that we're gonna be giving away. And then we're gonna bring up a whale token. Maybe they'll do something as well. I'm excited for that because it's a brand new project. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So let's go back to Solana on a lower time frame. This is that positive price action you're seeing right now, just not yet a buy signal just yet. So I just want you guys to be cautious, you know, DCA into your favorite projects. You know, you don't have to get wrecked right now. You're not going to miss anything, but unless it's something that's actually got some hype going to it right now. We're going to show you guys some of those in just a bit. So let's go to BNB next because I know we got some BNB people. The stream is picking up, and I'm just building up the stream so like that you guys don't got to repeat yourselves that much, right? So we got BNB on the 1-hour chart, no buy signal. So we got positive price action, but yet on these higher time frames, which what we're really waiting for, that's where the game's back on, right? That's when the races are back on. When these higher time frames, these 4 hours, and this daily chart turns green again, it's going to be a lot easier to catch these runners because we get a buy signal on this 4-hour chart. Look at this volume gap that we can trade right into this little gap. You know, so if we get a buy signal, even on BNB, whichever one comes up first, I'm going to take that one. A long signal after all this, you know, maybe it's short-lived like this. That's fine. If it goes back short, I go short. but I think that there's something that could potentially, maybe it's not going to be forever going up, but there's a trade that could be essentially happen right here eventually. It's just going to take a lot of patience. It's kind of boring because you got to wait these 4 hour candles for this stuff to come true, right? So we're being patiently waiting right now. Okay. We're building projects, we're building communities, we're building our shillers, our raiders, and letting the markets come to us, letting the markets fall on our lap. You don't have to chase these things right now, right? All right. So let's go to ETH really quick, and then we're going to bring up some special guests. We got Art Vibe doing an NFT giveaway. I'm going to do a Trolls Den NFT giveaway, and then we'll bring up the whale token, fam. Let's go to ETH really quick. And I know we got our ETH maxis up in here. Let's just go to the US dollar. Again, it's going to be kind of the same topic. This is why we've been taking some days off and building some stuff for XPX in the background, because the markets have been boring. This has just been chop. All this 4 hour chart right here on ETH. This is freaking boring. Nobody wants to trade this. You're going to get stopped out left and right, right? And that's what's been going on. So we're waiting for these higher time frames to turn over so we can be like, the euphoria is back in the room and stuff. Right now, that's just not the case, right? So still 4 hour chart still needs some work to do. Bitcoin still needs some work to do. But the minute these buy signals come out on the 4 hour chart, you guys are going to hear here first. All right. So I'm actually not going to make you guys wait too much longer, and we're going to bring up some special guests. I think the stream is taking a little bit longer to pick up. I know the camera's not working, but honestly, fam, I was in the studio 30 minutes before, and it just kept failing and failing and failing every time I rebooted it. So let's go over here to Art Vibe really quick. I'm going to bring up somebody that you guys probably already know in the space, and then we're going to bring up a brand new meme token that's going to be pulling up next for you guys, and I don't want you guys to miss out for that. But let's bring up Chrissy first. Shout out to Chrissy for pulling up. Shout out for the Art Vibe community. We're doing some NFT giveaways today, so that's really fun. And before we get started on the NFT giveaway and all that stuff, Chrissy, why don't you say what's up and let me know how you're doing today, and let everybody know about Art Vibe. Is she there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, loud and clear. How you doing today?
I'm doing quite well. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. Honestly, it's good to see you coming up here, with the Art Vibe and grinding it out. It's nice to see some of the other projects in the back end getting ready to come up and speak. The markets have been testing us, but I've seen a lot of, people who love the Web3 space. We're not going anywhere, and, we're still building and doing things. And I know you're somebody who's been building in the space for quite a while. So why don't you give everybody a nice little introduction on Art Vibe and what you've been building?
Well, I'm Crypto Chrissy. I'm founder of Art Vibe, and it's actually just one of our products. I've been here a long time, about 3 years, with the project itself, and then before that, just you and crypto. And we just rebranded everything about a year ago. We started out as like a gaming token, and that was Play World and Passion World. And then I realized I really don't do games. I don't know anything about games. I mean, I'm honest about that. I really didn't. So I pivoted into the things that I love, which of course, NFTs. Love NFTs. Love what NFTs can do, what they can represent. Oh, there you go. You're looking at my website. Nice. So Art Vibe is just one of our many things that we are providing for, users out there. This is the NFT marketplace. Today we should be launching Vibe Sale, which is a token launch pad. We'll start out with 4 chains to choose from, and then we'll be adding another one once that launches in about 6 weeks or so. But yeah, I love what you're looking at right now. This is my favorite. This is my favorite thing that we're doing. I don't know what Bet's doing in there. He's been playing around in there. I saw those yesterday. Mr. Hodes with Bet token.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I was looking at right now. But no, this looks really good, and it's NFTs are kind of hitting really hard. I snatched up a bunch of Trolls Den, TK's Trolls Den NFTs. I got some of Jessica's NFTs. I'm actually going to get more of her NFTs and support the women in Web3. But it's really nice to see, even when the markets are testing everybody and the prices are doing what they're doing, there are people who are really dedicated to the space and bringing some value to, this marketplace. Because if you bring enough value to the marketplace, it's going to bring some value back to you.
I've been in crypto a long time. I was here for the last bull run, and I've seen what the markets do. I've seen what projects do. I've seen what people do. And, NFTs, they've never died. I love it when people say, oh, NFTs are dead. Proof positive, most projects do have an NFT for whatever reason, right? Sometimes it's for fun. Sometimes it's for utility. But there's so much use for NFTs that why wouldn't a project have an NFT, right? It's a really easy way to support your community and reward your community. So there you go. I'm fascinated by watching what you're doing.
No, it's awesome. And we got a giveaway right now. If you guys want to get this giveaway, if you guys are listening over on X, come over to YouTube and put hashtag Art Vibe in the chat, and you guys will be into
Art Vibe with a Y, ARTVYBE.
Okay.
We are vibing.
We're gonna have to let this one slide right now, and then because it is like that on the @ handle, and it is with a Y right there. All right, we'll count this one right now, and we'll get the 7 entries, so we don't have to go back on it. But just for you guys to know, that is a mistake on my end. That is Art Vibe with a Y right here, and I'm actually gonna post their X handle right here that I have up, and should have just copied and pasted. But let's go ahead and post that right there for you guys, so you guys can go ahead and give them a follow. I see you have this going on right now. Is there an NFT project that you would like to talk about right now, or what's the latest thing that you guys got going on right now that you're mostly excited for, that people might want to hear about?
There's 2 things, and it's through us. I'll talk about a couple other things that I like on there, but right now there's a couple of kind of important NFT collections on there. Actually 3, 4. One of them is what you're looking at right there, the lots of slots. So those are about $5 each in BNB, and it's a collection of 10,000. I had to separate it out into 2 collections of 5,000, but it's a total of 10,000 NFTs. And like I said, every little slot to pick is $5, right around there. And there was $21,000 in prizes to start with. We still have about $18,000 of prizes in there. And so it's a lot of fun. There's $1,000 prizes, there's $100 prizes, $50, $20, and then respins as well. And I watch them pretty close because I pay out pretty quick. I don't like to not pay out my prizes immediately. I don't like projects that do that or don't pay out. So I'm very diligent about that. So the lots of slots, it's important for us, and and I love giving stuff away. I'm notorious for giving way too much to the community. But yeah, with that, once it's fully minted out, we will have another second chance drawing. There'll be 4 $250 drawings once it's fully minted out for the losers out there, because I know that there's some losers in there. But with this, not only are we giving away the 21,000, but it's also going to help provide the funds to get Solana on Art Vibe. We do not have Solana yet, but staking your NFTs is coming very, very soon. I would say within 2 weeks, we should have the staking platform as well. So you guys don't have to pay thousands of dollars for your own staking platform, and we will have Solana at that point for that part, for the staking part at least. So with that, you can come in and stake your NFTs and reward your community with different tokens and different stable coins. You'll have a lot of choices, so that'll be fun. I'm excited for that to come.
Nice. And I know you kind of talked about this one's really important, but there are like a lot of prizes right here. Like I know somebody has already won, and they're still out. There's $21,000 out there. What's that?
There was $21,000 originally. We've given away about 3,000 so far. And yeah, one guy's already won $1,000 prize. And that was G Legends out of the YOLO community. He was pretty excited. I say he was pretty excited. So that's what's happening with that. But yeah, there's $100 prizes, $50 prizes, $20 prizes, and then the $5 respin. So if you want to try again, when you win the $5, you can, or you can, pocket that $5. But yeah, we've already had a $1,000 winner out of those. About 500-ish or so have been minted out so far. But yeah, keep on going, guys. I mean, it's just fun. And we have a lot of the same people that keep trying for that $1,000. So that's been kind of cool. And there you go. See. But that's what the NFTs look like. It's just something kind of fun and cool, and it will help. The majority, I think, is the majority of the money. Some of it goes, the 8% goes to the platform itself, and then the rest of it is split up between us and the people that are buying the NFTs. So it's just kind of fun.
Very nice. That's very nice. I mean, the space loves giveaways all the time, no matter what. So anytime there's some kind of incentive for people to tap in and kind of have some fun like that, it's always going to be really good.
Who does $21,000 in prizes in these little NFTs for $5? Nobody. So it's just a little fun.
I mean, Man, I want some of that. I might, snatch up a couple of them myself just to see, because I'm lucky. I got a little rabbit foot in my pocket all the time. I don't know. I'm known to be lucky. Yeah. So I might, snatch some up just to make sure that I can catch some of that as well. And who knows, maybe I actually win as well.
Um, yeah, and another one that's important for us is, and the users, I should say, is the Forge NFT. So if you go to the discovery, to the trending, you'll see the Forge NFT collection, because that is trending right now. That is, go up to discovery, the top one. There you go. Then the Forge NFT. So that's important. Why? That is I believe in passive income. I give back to the community. I'm no longer like the owner of Wealth Vibe is the umbrella of everything. I'm no longer, it's a community owned project at this point, because I do so much for passive income. So those NFTs right there are going to be paying. I just mentioned that we're going to get ready to launch Vibe Sale, right? Which is a token launch pad. Well, those NFTs right there are going to share 40%. Yes, I said that, 40% of our profits from Vibe Sale. So the holders of that are going to share a huge chunk of what we're making on Vibe Sale. And they're right now, they're really on sale because of the price of BNB. I did not adjust the price to that. And with those, I will be turning off the minting with those shortly after we launch Vibe Sale. So there's not much time left to get those. And I pay out on the 15th of every month. I've been paying passive income on various other things on the 15th of the month for about 2 years now. About 2 years. So there's founders NFTs as well in there. Those pay out on the marketplace, a little bit on the Vibe Sale, and a little bit on the casino that's going to be coming here real soon. So we got a lot of things we're doing, a lot of things that we're building. We support crypto. I love crypto. I'm not a maxi of any token or native token or anything like that. I'm not a maxi. I love crypto. I love what it stands for. I love what we can do with it. And that's where I come from. And so, yeah, I really like to give back. And I believe in building a generational wealth above and beyond anything else. And, you didn't get quite there. But we have a little section that people don't really know about on Art Vibe, not too much. And it's an 18 plus section. And it's not about being vulgar. It's just about being sexy. So we have a lot of little sexy collections in there. If there's
Where's that at?
if you go to collections.
All right.
And then your categories, there's a little 18 plus right underneath that, all about the fourth one down.
Where's my categories at? Oh, okay.
Yep, 18 plus.
18 plus.
Yeah.
Almost went. Okay.
Verify that you're 18.
I'll let you guys know. It's gonna get wild in here. All right.
Yeah. So there's a few. Yeah, you're just on BNB. So if you go to all chains, you'll see more. Okay. But yeah, so there's some.
Cover your eyes, everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just art at the end of the day. You go to art gallery, you're gonna see some stuff. So I mean, we're all mature here, but this is pretty cool and stuff. This is cool. You got a variety for everybody. Really, at the end of the day, you got sports, and that's actually really smart. Just giving everybody all these genres and stuff.
And then there's also, if you see the tabs over on the right side where you're down from the collections that you were just in, on the tabs, there's a merch collection or merch section. So with that, there's one in there so far. And that is through XGen on Solana. They're great. And so this is merch. So it's not just about clothing. You can sell your jewelry through an NFT. You can sell a car through an NFT. You can sell your coffee cup, your coffee, whatever you want to sell, you can sell through an NFT. And this section right here is going to grow. We're just getting it rolled out. And so that's a really important section to us. I want to end up eventually being, well, kind of think of it like the Amazon of NFTs. And then there's also, Rico, if you go into the collections again, there's a music section in the categories. Right. In the categories, go to the collections again, and then music. So this is, I went to Sheba Fest a few years ago in Muskegon, Michigan, with the Sheba Sequoia Forest. And there's a lot of musicians there. So I got to meet, why isn't anything loading on your screen there?
Not sure.
Yeah, it's there though. I'm looking at it on
But
my
you know what? I mean, my camera's not working today, so there's like a lot. I was in before you joined the studio, before the whale
Yeah, you were
token joined
having
as well, and it's
issues.
just like I don't know. It's just one of those days. I don't know. It's windy today in Las Vegas. I don't know. Maybe we're knocking down some internet connections that would let us see
Could
all this
be.
stuff. I'm not sure.
Could be. So in this though, this is a special area. So I know that you can go to Spotify and or a musician can go to Spotify. They get paid about 8% of their proceeds. All right. Now here you will be able to, as a musician, and you can do any MP4s, but this is really set up for musicians. And what this is going to do is it's going to be a non-downloadable. So you can't download it. What that means is it stays on site. Why is that important? Because that way the creator, the musician, continues to get their royalties. They continue to get their 8% or their 92% rather than their 8% that they get off Spotify. So it's kind of opposite. Eventually we'll have a playlist on there for everybody, like a little player. But right now you just have to come back to the site and listen to them over and over again. But it's really important because you cannot remove that from site. If anybody knows anything about NFTs, any other site that you go to, you can move your NFT. You can resell it on a different platform, and when you do that, you can take away the creator fees. And we stop that from happening. So you can't take away the creator fees on these. So the
Got it.
creator's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Yep.
It's good to take care of the creators. There was a moment where like NFTs were really focused on that, and then they faded that, right? But it's nice that you're bringing that kind of back, so you know those actual creators can get incentivized for their work and things like that. I think it's super important because that's why people keep going, right? You got to give somebody a pat on the back, otherwise, why are they doing it, right? You can have the
Right.
best creator in the world, and they won't even feel like doing it no more just because they're not getting the right support and stuff, right? So
Right.
it's good to support the creators, honestly. They work really hard in the space, whether it's NFT creators, you know, the Shillers, the Raiders. We got XPX has amazing community. Shout out to George. Shout out to everybody that, you know, the XPX community. Jace, what you've been doing has been absolutely amazing. And you got to support all these people and you got to give them that space to grow as well. But it's nice that you're doing it in this form and kind of bringing it back to the grassroots of like some of that NFT talk in the early days when the artist was going to be receiving those rewards. Like I remember the last bull run.
Right.
So yeah, that's pretty
And we
cool.
only do 8%. When you're selling an NFT as a project or person, we're only taking 8% instead of 10%, which is the standard across. And then if you're doing it on the secondary, it's only 2% instead of 2.5, which is standard. So we want projects to succeed. The things that we've built, the tools that we have between Art Vibe, Vibe Sale, even the casino is going to have some fun things that we can do with other projects. It's about helping a project succeed. And I understand the cost out here. The costs are astronomical. Knowing where to go so that you can actually get things done and done right and not get scammed. There's a section in the support section back there where we can provide for you a feature section. It's a small fee. I did not charge a ton of money for that. And also we have a hand-drawn artist. A lot of you don't know how to do hand drawing, including me. I can't draw a pig's ass, honestly. But we have a place where you can actually reach out to us in the email and say, hey, I need a hand-drawn artist and I don't want to get scammed for this. But so the guy looks at it, he looks at what you want, he gives you a quote, you pay it, it goes into a little escrow account with us. And then once it's complete and you're happy with it, then he gets paid, not before. So that way you guys get some safety. If it's not complete or you guys don't like it, your money's returned because it's still sitting there. Same thing with Vibe Sale. When that comes up, we have contracts that are free for you guys to launch. But we've also got an area where if you want a specialty contract, we can do that. If you need an audit, we can do that. We've partnered with trusted people in this space that we have used time and time again that we've been very successful with. So you don't have to go hunting and wonder if you're gonna have success with it. So we provide different tools for that too, and I love that.
Awesome.
Yeah, you don't know where to go. You don't know people. This space is full of people that are not always honest. I'm just going to say it that way. It happens. But through trial and error and 3 years of being here with the project, we have a great developer now. We have a wonderful audit team, and it's just been an amazing. This is our year, man. It really is. We've gone through a lot, and now we've got things built and ready to come out. And supporting crypto and supporting projects at the same time, because we want everybody that is here for, the right reasons really to succeed. So we're providing tools to help that. Free airdrop tools, free token creators, free token launch. We just take 5% of your raise. That's it. No buy and sell tax, all this stuff that's going on in other platforms. We've erased all that. We want you guys to be able to afford to launch your projects. We want you guys to be able to afford to put out your NFTs, and we strive to do that each and every day with everything that we build.
I love that. Speaking of launching your NFT, is like, and then we got whale token coming up next. I want to give you a solid 8 minutes to talk about this right here, the creation. What separates you, and why would somebody come over here? Because we got some NFT creators that I know that are listening right now. Jessica has created art on multiple different platforms, and I like the way that she operates, because she's testing things out, right? So she's launched a couple collections, like testing things out. Somebody like, let's say, this wonderful person, Jessica, I mean, her name is Art by Jessica. Even that, I mean, it kind of gives away. How can we get somebody like that to, what would you tell somebody like that is actually a creator that has already explored creating NFTs on other platforms? What would you say to this person, and the many others that are just like her that will be listening to this later on, of course?
One of the things, there's how do I put this? There's a lot of different NFTs out there, but a true NFT cannot be altered or changed. You want to have proof of ownership. You want to have proof of authenticity, right? That's one of the things that we have here on Art Vibe. We don't have a lot of like open type of contracts where you can come in and change them. I know that people ask us for it and stuff like that, but truly an NFT, that's an FT. We really, really work towards the NFT. We want, if Art by Jessica comes in and does a collection, 50 years from now, we want that holder to be like, I can guarantee this is Art by Jessica. See this NFT, this is proof. And that's really what we do here at Art Vibe. That's really important to us. And like I said, we can sell anything through an NFT. So having that proof of authenticity, proof of ownership, super important. And we have like eight or nine chains to choose from. So there's no token gating here. We want, to come in as many chains as possible. We do not have Solana yet. It will come in the future. It's a separate big build aside from this, and that's what lots of slots will help us with. But yeah, this is awesome. lots of chains. And if you go to the second, you'd have to go through this whole thing to get to the second page. You can also sell in USD or USDT on that chain. So it's you do have some options if you want to do the stable coin.
Very cool. Very cool. I'm sure we're going to have some people.
What was that? No, I wish this was loading for you, hun, because everybody can see how cool it is.
No, it's a good. I know that this is the time that we're supposed to be doing things like this, and like I said, there's a lot of artists out there that they're not stuck on one chain. They're not stuck on one platform. They're just trying to create, right? They're not having writer's block or anything like that. They're just trying to do their thing, right? And it's like these are the type of people that we want to talk to and give them that opportunity to come check this out, and then possibly give it a try. Maybe it's something they've been launching NFTs on Solana, and they haven't got to the point where now they're launching a collection on Ethereum, which I think people should do, and also getting exposure to Base, getting exposure to BNB, because at the end of the day, these are all funnels. So if you had a collection on every chain where no matter what, you're talking to every group of people, you're just growing your network at the end of the day. So, for those that are
our largest seller, Rico, BNB is our biggest seller. Second in line is Base, actually. But we've had Solana projects come out and mint out completely on CRO. So you just never know. You take the chance. Take the chance. There's a lot of chains out there that people love.
Oh yeah, definitely. You gotta bet on yourself, man. You definitely gotta go all the way. But let's get to this giveaway part. We're going to be having you up a lot more. We're going to be having you up on these super streams, especially as collections start to list. I want anybody who's listening right now that if you list a project or an NFT on here, just know that you're automatically going to get to come on the super stream, talk about your NFT project, talk about what you got going on. And so we're giving this where if you're launching a collection on here on Art Vibe, whatever it might be, just know that it automatically comes with some marketing behind it, where you're going to get some exposure on not only your NFT, but really your community. That's what it is at the end of the day. And this is how we grow this network, whether it's a community that's branching from Solana to BNB, whether it's a BNB community launching to base to make sure that they're not missing out. This is what it's all about. This is how you tap into the base people, not just by saying, hey, base people, come over to Solana. No, you provide some value to the base network and they'll rock with you. So let me go ahead and do this giveaway right here. We got 14 lucky people that you're going to be giving an NFT away. Let's see who's going to win this. And hopefully it goes to the right person. Let's see. Ball never lies. Let's go. Occupy Mars. This is one of the luckiest persons ever on stream, by the way. I like this person because they win so much. Like, honestly, like, we're surrounded by Occupy Mars. If I ever see you, I won't even let you go. I don't know who you are, what you are, but if I ever see you, you won so much over the time. Somebody's going to think that this is rigged or something. But I swear, if I see you, we're going to the casino downtown in Las Vegas here. And wherever you tell me to put it, we're going to go ahead and put it. But shout out to Occupy Mars. Great community members. Been pulling up to the streams for well over a year already, right? Since we've been doing a lot of these giveaways nonstop. And I think this is really cool. It's going to somebody really great. And again, this is a lot of exposure to now this NFT platform to everybody. And like I said, maybe you guys snatch up one of these NFTs. You like the NFT so much, right? And you're like, well, you know what? Maybe I can do this myself, right? It's not just about winning the NFT, but maybe, you get inspired to do this yourself. You have an idea and you guys can bring it to this platform, that platform, which, like I said, later on, we'll bring you up on the next week after you guys are on there and try to get you guys minted out, but really give you guys that exposure that you guys deserve in this space. I know the markets are down and all that, but we got to keep our spirits up, man. We're going to be here to stay no matter what. When the markets turn up, I'll let you guys know right now it's consolidation, it's building time, networking time. That's the time that we're looking for right now. But before I do bring the whale token up, I want to give you, any last, if you had some people that are listening right now that maybe never heard of our vibe and you want to bring them in and you got just a quick little pitch for them, and maybe they're your current investors, current listeners, and new listeners, like, hey, come over to our vibe. What would you want to tell them for, your closing remarks on your beautiful platform and what you got going on here?
For us, what I'm really proud of is the support. So we don't have a lot of traffic yet. Point blank, we are still fairly new, but you know what? We will provide content. We'll do a couple videos for you. We'll do some shout outs for you. You're welcome to come into our Thursday spaces. So we do a lot to try to support in our community. And I think that we do that above and beyond better than anybody else. I'm readily accessible as well as the team. So come on over. And if you need anything, I'm here to help always.
So Occupy Mars, let me send you their Telegram handle so you guys can join it and you can claim this NFT. Let me share this link. And I think everybody should join this Telegram. If you guys got some questions, come over here to this Telegram, join in there, contact Christy. She's awesome. She's gonna, answer any questions you need. But make sure you go in here to also claim your NFT, of course, but ask some questions. If you're curious about how to get exposure to these other chains, this is exactly how you do it. I'm telling you, because this is how I've done it, right? Getting exposure to other chains and not being stuck on one chain. That's why a lot of things that has been around us has been successful, because we never did that Easter Island effect. It's so PvP in this space that people end up very tribalistic, and you cut yourself off from all the resources. So Chrissy, you've been absolutely amazing. I do want to bring up Whale Lentine. It's tomorrow's Valentine's Day, man. It's crazy. It's so fast already, and we got some hot narratives for everybody as well. And then we got some more giveaways that we're going to be doing with TK's Trolls Den. Make sure you guys check that out as well. But Chrissy, thank you so much for pulling up. I'm looking forward to having you up here again, and also some of the projects that you guys list and are ready to mint out, to have them up here and bring some new speakers up. Absolutely.
Yeah. If anybody's wanting to list their NFT collections, let me know. We'll hook you up with Rico. We'll do a stream with him. We'll do some video content for you and some posts for you too. So whatever we can do to help, you let us know. We're always here for you.
Very awesome.
Rico. Appreciate you.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's a pleasure of mine. This is what we're supposed to be doing together, in these times like this. So thank you, Chrissy, so much. I can't wait to see you up here again. You have a fantastic rest of your day. Catch a nap, get some rest, because in this Web3 life, we got to find our time to do that when we can, right?
Absolutely.
I'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome, man. Occupy Mars won that one. This is Art by, man, just somebody who's been in the space for a while, doing their thing, supporting the builders that are building, even when the markets are really just testing everybody, beating us up. We even got the camera not working correctly. I mean, even the StreamYard doesn't want to work correctly, but we don't stop, man. The camera doesn't work. I'm not going to stop. The markets don't want to. I'm not going to stop. And I think a lot of you guys are feeling the same way in this space. Everything bounces back. Everything's very seasonal. It's secular. Everything. It's after summer comes fall, right? It's like all the time. It's not winter forever because spring pops up. So not everything only goes straight up, right? What's nice about these downtimes and this consolidation, the real builders will get that chance to see things pump up. So we're going to be bringing up my guest. Hopefully he's still ready. I gave Art Vibe a little bit extra time, but we got a project right here that we found that's doing really good. And I like the narrative, man. It's right in time for Valentine. What did TK say? What you give me for Valentine, Rico? I need to get you something. You're about the only one that wants me for Valentine's Day, so I better get you something. I'm so lonely these days, Saphir. I think you are my only Valentine, brother. I love you so much, man. Honestly, but we got a fresh token right here, a fresh community. I'm really pumped up to bring it up because there's some excitement, and you know what? I seen him streaming earlier. I seen the community active. We know that this is Valentine's tomorrow, so I'm gonna bring up this special guest, and hopefully he's ready. I know he was waiting a little bit, so I appreciate his patience. Valentine, are you still here, brother?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, loud and clear, brother, man. I appreciate the patience, man. It's really good to see you up here. Nice, fresh project, something new on the scene, man. But first off, man, what's up? How you doing today? And if you would like to introduce yourself, and how we're gonna go by who you are for Valentine.
Yeah, well, appreciate the invite today. I am the dev of Valentine. I think we have been live now for what, 30 days. I think I've been grinding for 30 days. The brain is starting to take a little bit of a break, but we have Valentine's coming up tomorrow, which is a big part of our gimmick for now. Well, we started this token to do something differently. So back 2025 was the worst year in a long time. It was proper extraction year. Pretty sad to see what's happened to CT in general and the meme coin space. Yeah. So we got a couple of honest people around and decided to do this token to join in being the change, a positive change in CT and trying to do something the right way. No matter where you go today, you're fighting with bots. There is no community. There is no connection between developer and team and the community itself. There's just bullish and negative vibes. So we decided to do everything here from start to finish as organic as possible and really build a good infrastructure for a coin. Currently, as you see, you think this is a Valentine's coin. It is not, but we are using Valentine's as a slingshot into relevance on top of the community we have. So we are introducing a pin down to the narrative. You can see it if you go to our website. You can see the start of it, but it won't be pinned down before after Valentine's Day, because Valentine is a real whale, and for now it's all about love and growing as a community.
No, I love that. What's your website actually? I don't see it on here.
Yeah, but you should see it on the pump fund link.
Actually just has the Telegram, and unless it's updated, let me see. But
should be updated.
You got the website and X were the only ones on there.
Okay, it's valentine.fun. Valentine.fun. Here, I'll send it to the stream.
Okay. Let me type it in over here. Okay, we got it right here. Okay, I got it. But I like what you're saying, like to use this as the slingshot to kind of get that out there, right? That's pretty nice. Because I will say this whale narrative, like all these other whales that have come out, and I don't know why the space didn't do this before, but that's a strong narrative. We're always going to be talking about whales in the space. Like that's never going to go away. Like I don't care, you know, we're going to be talking about whales forever.
Yeah, and also like I've been on the task of spaces a little bit here and explaining this new narrative that we're coming in with, and the way we're doing stuff is very like it's old school, but it's also like I'm trying to show people you can be a good dev without being a fucking dick to the community. You know, it's about being part of the positive change you want to see in city and not part of the problem. We've already done a bunch of listings. Like you can check the Pump Fun stream. I've been on there every day, applying for every single listing you can think of. I think we have about 300 videos with contents we're streaming, and we're coming with new ones. Let's see. Yeah, and here this little pin down here with the character is now under. We're currently updating here, and it's going to be a very nice introduction over the next couple of days into longevity, because we have been building here for so long. Like you can see our chart, it's not going down. We are going sideways and consolidating, and we got such an amazing community, such amazing bunch of believers, and everybody's back working. Everybody is in VC. We do about 3 TGVCs a day. I do Pump Fun live stream all day, and we do 1 X Spaces every night between 6 and 8 p.m. EST.
Yeah, very cool. I mean, one of the things that I liked right away is like I saw the community was active. I saw a very healthy chart that, you know, the community wasn't attacking themselves, the dev wasn't attacking the community. It was like everybody seeing eye to eye. And I'll be honest with you guys, this whale narrative, you know, white whale, green whale, purple whale, Valentine whale, it's actually going somewhere. Like I said, this is a multi-cycle narrative when it comes to whales. Now, I know you say, and maybe I'm squeezing you for alpha because this is just what I do a little bit, but, you know, you're using this to slingshot, you know, the narrative and whatnot like that. But can you give us a little bit of the plans after Valentine's Day, after the slingshot is slingshotted as far as it can go? What's after Valentine's Day?
Yeah, well, as I said, we're doing stuff a little bit different. Not all the plans, not all the phases are public yet, but we are coming with an update to the narrative and moving the narrative into more of, I guess you could call it a movement coin, where it will be more about the real whale, which is called Valentine, lives in the Indian Ocean, and is the oldest living blue whale in that reservoir over there in the Indian Ocean. And it's a pretty cool whale, and the story behind it is pretty insane. Like it survived what is it called, a civil war, and on its tail it's got a heart. Yeah, so it's a really cool story about this whale. Yeah. So we're coming with a lot of stuff that hasn't been like announced yet, but like community, I'm dropping hints, you know. I'm dropping hints all the time. I'm doing like tiny updates on the website and like showing like what kind of direction we're going in. You know, like I'm all in for this project. You know, like I called sick 3 weeks in a row from work. Like now they're just waiting for me to come to work so they can fire me. I've called sick every day. I'm not shitting you. And yeah, I went all in for this. We've been working 20-hour days for 30 days straight. Like. People got conviction in here. It's fucking crazy. We're trying to do something different, and long term with this community, the sky's the limit. And this new narrative pin down, I think, is gonna be greeted amazingly. I've never seen it been done before, but I have heard about it, and I thought like I had a community. How do I say? Like we've done stuff very differently than what people are used to here now, you know. So we're trying to be part of the change and then do something differently. Because just because we do meme coins doesn't mean we don't need to build, you know, and that we don't have utility. Our utility is our community, and we are so well connected with our community. We are doing amazing. Like the market has been crashing, and we have just been going up, basically.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite parts of this stream today is going to be that you took 3 sick days off.
No, not 3,
What
30,
happened? 30?
30.
Oh,
Yeah.
even better.
They're just waiting for me to come back to farm it. They've called like HR meeting every day now. You can ask the whole community every day. I'm like, they'll be sick.
Oh, that's my favorite part. That even got better because you know what? Sometimes you got to get your back up against a wall, man. Sometimes you got to shake things up, and it really takes that right there. But that speaks volume of the dedication, and you know what? It's like you have to make something happen. Sometimes the routine is not what it's not what it's supposed to be. Yeah, I can keep doing that nonstop, but you know what? I'm ready to challenge myself, and I'm sick for 30 days because I'm over here planning a Whalentine coin that's going to sweep the space and you know CT and all that stuff. So I think that's one of the that's one of the coolest parts. So that's how you've been able to stream nonstop. You've been 30 days.
Yeah, man. No, I really want to do full time, dude. And what we're building here is something truly, really amazing. And yeah, go check out the content. We got some crazy content, man. I think there's like 200 streams on there or something. I don't know. It's a big amount.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we got so much content. It's insane. With the community is doing content. I got some artists doing content. We're doing some content ourselves, and yeah, it's amazing. And we have a big plan for now. Like tomorrow, the only thing you're gonna see on all of CT is gonna be us.
Nice. Well, this is the start of it. You know, you guys are already here making some noise. And I want to talk to kind of to the Whalentine community. You guys got something right now. If you guys are the only green candle sticking out and the only sexy chart, you know, somebody's going to fall in love. No pun intended, because it is a Whalentine thing going on right now. But people are falling in love with the chart. You know, can this Whalentine be my Valentine because the chart is looking so great? And so you guys are grooving the right way. I'm sure there's going to be other people checking you guys out. I think this is a good market cap right now to experience a little bit the Whalentine fun. And who are you using to create this all your art for you? You're making this, or you got somebody that's making it for you? Because it is fun. We got people like it.
We have everybody. The whole community is done. Everybody's making it. Some people
Yeah.
is using Grok. Some people is using other stuff. We got some artists.
Love it, man. Love it. That's really what it's all about, man. That's really, really what it's all about, man. Yeah, man, I'm loving Whalentine. I think that you guys got something going on. I think that you're doing the right thing streaming. I saw you active in the Telegram as well. Yeah, we got in contact pretty quick and set this up to make this happen for the community, right? I didn't bug you guys that I wanted anything, that I was trying to look for anything. I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not extracting people. I want you guys to win. You know, there's going to be a lot of people that win into space, and I want to find those winners, surround myself with these winners, and I think that you got a winning community, and a great narrative that's popping right now, actually.
Yeah, dude. I appreciate you coming in and popping by. Like, I had the time now. I got a lot of building I need to do tonight, and I got a lot of marketing plan and stuff. Because, as I said, I plan to stay top number one on the DEX trending. I'm going to start a little bit later, and then I'm going to keep it going till Sunday. Monday we got TAS Hub Spaces again, so that's pretty cool. Yeah,
Man, I'm looking forward. I'm gonna jump into one of your guys' spaces, man. But if you got anything to say for somebody who's listening, and I see a lot of the investors in the chat, which is really cool, man. Make sure you guys subscribe. We're gonna have Whalentine up here again. This guy's streaming all the time. He's basically got fired, so we'll have him up here again, shilling his project. And things like that. But for those people that are not part of the project, you know, any last remarks, or you know, to get them over the board to come check you guys out, at the very least, come join the Telegram and check out the vibes. Any words for them?
bro. Like, always invest in the team and the community. That's what you should invest in while you're trading memes. Because without that, there is no meme. And come on, check out our community. There's nobody that got nothing on our community. Yeah, come join our VCs. Ask questions. If you're new to crypto, because we're in February, come ask questions as VC. I got VC open all day. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good, man. I wish my camera was working. You know, it'd be a lot more fun and stuff like that. I love to have fun on the screen as well with everybody. But you know, it's just one of those days. But that's one of the things. Like, we got to just keep going, keep building, and you guys are doing really good. I'll be paying attention to your guys' spaces. Like I said, you got the Batman line now. Just let me know when you're ready to, you know, the next exciting thing. You know, we'll get you back up on stream. Let the community know that they're tapped into some, you know, YouTube and X broadcasting marketing. And then after this, I make clips of this and I post it on other platforms. So it'll be live on TikTok and things like that. So there'll be clips of Whalentine on TikTok and things like that. So make sure everybody's tapped in. But I really do appreciate you pulling up, man. I wish you guys the best. You guys got a great looking chart. You guys are looking really good, in the right direction, right time, right place. It could be this Whalentine that's the winner, man. So thank you for pulling up.
Thank you for having us. Have a great day.
It's a pleasure as well. So I got another one that I'm going to show for you guys. I'm actually going to show a Broski's play right now. I'm going to do him a solid right now. I'm actually doing a giveaway of his NFT. We're going to go to TK's Trolls Den. Yes, we are, everybody. This guy's been working super hard, man. Overtime on the overtime, grinding from the bottom all the way to the top, man. This is TK the Trolls Den. I'm going to give you guys this X right here where you guys can give him a follow. We're actually going to do a NFT giveaway that I've been snatching these NFTs up when the mint has started to eventually do this exactly. You know, this was, you know, the reason why I've been snatching them up, because I want to share some of the value that he's going to be bringing to the space. And maybe you guys were sleeping on the value that it brings to the space with his mega spaces. Maybe you're just a listener. Maybe you're a project or whatnot like that. But I wanted to snatch some of these NFTs up so you guys can get exposure to some of the things that we've been doing, right? So Trolls Den, fire NFT project, already minted all the way out. You can see that they got some exciting merch. You want to talk about somebody who took action right away, right after, you know, that thing minted out, giving the community merch, and the community's actually getting utility already. You guys know TK is really close to XPX. He's the community leader, but this is his project and his thing he's been doing over here with the Trolls Den, co-hosting with Jessica right here, which it's one of my favorite spaces to go to. There's real value there. I know TK is a very genuine person, and so I wanted to support him. And this is how we do it, man. This is how you support people in the space. So let's go over to this giveaway tool really quick. Let's go back. Watch Occupy Mars win again. And we're just going to put, let's do this, do that. Bam. Do hashtag. We're just going to put Trolls Den, just like that. Very easy for everybody. Hashtag Trolls Den. And then we got this right here. So hashtag Trolls Den right now. And I want you guys to tap in to the Trolls Den. There is some utility. I don't want to speak on it right now because I'm not sure if he's made it public. But what I do want to show to you guys is his amazing X account. And then we're going to show you guys the actual merch that has just been dropped, and they added some stuff that other projects have not added yet. And that's how TK is. He's always just thinking outside the box, trying to make some things happen. And so yeah, I want you guys to come over here to the X account. I'm gonna share it one more time, and then we're gonna go to Just Shop Crypto, where you guys can come check out this merch. This is gonna be going back to what's going on over here. So supporting one another, talk is cheap, fam. This is where we actually see the boots hit the ground and people really support the real ones and not the extractors. I see you guys constantly in spaces where you guys continuously get extracted by the same people. You guys can come to this space. You guys can actually support a project that's not going to be extracting you. This is a real NFT project that not only minted out, I think, relatively fast, but also brought some great merch for you guys right away. And then it's going to be some more utility coming out. So very fire, very happy to see this, and to see this kind of come full circle, see this all come together is pretty amazing. And it's nice to see somebody's hard work, somebody's dedication come full circle. I mean, wouldn't you want, all your hard work, all your long hours, all your dedication, you're walking in the dark, you're reaching to find a wall just to only eventually find, okay, there, I see the light now. And now finally all these things are coming together, right? So here goes this fire merch for you guys right now. We got quite a bit of pieces right here, some that I'm really excited for, that I think is really cool, and also shows you how versatile Just Shop Crypto is for other projects that also want to get listed on there. Like I said, if your project, you guys want to get that cross-pollination, we've been listing project after project after project. We are the Macy's of cryptocurrency. When you go to Macy's, you don't go into Macy's and you buy Macy's shirts. You don't go in there and buy a shirt or buy pants that it's a Macy's brand shirt. No, you see Nautica, Ralph Lauren, Polo, this, that, and the third. And that's what we created here. That's why it's not called XPX merch this or XPX merch that. It's called justshopcrypto.com. And this is where I want you guys to come check out. It's already sold out. Get out. We got a sold out item. Oh my! You know what? The way that TK grinds, I'm not shocked. This is actually a pretty cool. I want to see TK walking around with that, but I thought this was pretty cool right here. This is something new, and I think this is priced really, really good. 2250 for the Trolls Den mat. That is pretty epic, fam. And again, it just shows you how far we're willing to take any of our clients on Just Shop Crypto. We literally just want you to win, and we have been producing winner after winner after winner. And this is another one that's going to be knocked out the park. This is the Trolls Den merch, fam. Everybody, you guys are going to be seeing this. Collect the merch right now. Actually, let me go to his page because I think he's also I'm not sure if the giveaway is still going. Let me make sure before I get really excited. So we got some stuff right here. This is yesterday right here. This beauty is looking for a true believer that wants to use her as a profile pic. So go over there, embed it down below, and bam, you guys can get this right here. But he's doing also another giveaway, which I think he's still doing, that if you guys go purchase one of these right here and send them basically that you purchase it and also that you made a video. So after you get the Trolls Den shirt, whatever it might be, you make a clip on X, which this is what we did with a lot of stuff. This stuff works. So if you guys are listening, it's really easy to get some cool crypto merch and support TK at the same time. And he's reimbursing you in Solana. So you guys can go right now, get some of this merch and get Solana sent back to you, which I think is pretty cool. I think it's up to $20. So pick a low ticket item because, I'm not sure if it's still going on, but I'm almost 100% sure that it is still going on. And I don't want you guys to miss out. This is, what we do over here at justshopcrypto.com. But really, TK, you really knocked it out the park by bringing some new items to Just Shop Crypto, launching the NFT stuff, not waiting around like a lot of people, minting it out, and actually first 5 people that wins. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. First 5 people to buy the Trolls Den t-shirt win $20. I mean, that's pretty easy. And that's pretty amazing. I mean, that's pretty awesome. And so let's go to that shirt and check it out really quick so you guys know what item it is. You guys can see all the other projects right here. You guys can also click down below to see how you guys can get in contact with us to list your brand, which we are going to do, which people are going to buy, which you are going to get exposure. This is just what happens when you get listed on here. All right. That's just what comes with justshopcrypto.com. All right. So we go to Trolls Den again. I mean, right here, $18.50. Some of your guys' Starbucks coffee costs more than this. So we got one for the guys and we got one for the girls. Pick your choice. Maybe we'll get, I'm not going to even say that, but I think this is pretty cool. Okay, you got a shopping bag instead of to carry the flip-flops. Yep. I got to send Saphir the flip-flop thing already for real before he leaves me for another Valentine. But here you guys go. I'm going to share this link for you guys right here. Shout out to TK. And I do want you guys to win some of this stuff, man. And that's why I'm doing one of these NFT giveaways, because there's going to be a lot of value. Some of the value, and I'll just tell you guys straight up, there's going to be giveaways during his mega spaces, which his mega spaces have been going really, really good. Those NFT holders are going to be getting contributions from those giveaways. So, but that's what's going on right now. So if you guys can come over here, support TK, get a shirt, make a post, make somebody else's day. Don't, that's what it was really about. It's like I said, so you're going to, especially if you live in the States, if you step outside the house, $18.50, that's what it costs you to get outside the house. The minute your foot goes outside the door, whether it's the gas in your car, whether it's the food that you're going to get, the minute your foot steps out the door, you're $18.50 down already. Let's just count that. So come over here, support. I would love to see this space flooded with Trolls Den merch, right? And a lot of you guys are going to get some of that back, which is absolutely amazing. But what's cool about these NFTs, not only do you get, obviously some exposure to this merch, but what you guys are also going to get is exposure to those giveaways, which is extremely, extremely bullish, fam. It's extremely bullish. So let's come over here, check on the giveaway that's going on right now. We got 12 people. They're going to win one of these NFTs, man. Like I said, I purchased quite a bit of these off the market. I'm not saying how much. I don't do that stuff, man. I don't dox wallets and stuff, but I do have quite a bit of these Trolls and NFTs, and I do want to give some away to you guys so you guys can have some fun and participate in these Trolls Den spaces, and possibly avoid getting extraction. Support the real people, or don't. It's all good. You guys, this is the space no matter what, right? I'm not gonna stand in front of the Venetian and tell people not to go inside, right? This is what we got right now. We got a giveaway going on, super strong. Look, I saw Occupy Mars 2 times already. Oh my God, this guy. Look at him. Dynamite Crypto 32, welcome. Let's go. XPX holder, man, getting one of the NFTs. That's what it's all about, man. Shout out to you. Dynamite, send me a DM. I got the NFTs on a wallet already. I got a wallet, a couple of them that's, well, we got a wallet, right? And we got a couple of them. And we're going to hook you guys up with this right here. So Dynamite Crypto 32, send me a DM, brother. And so we can get that hooked up for you. This is super cool to see. And honestly, I'm just one of those people to see it just come all the way full circle, to just be from the spaces to, you know, to where it's at now and all this stuff. Is like, I like to see progress. I like to see success. I want to be around that stuff. I want to support people. I'm not, you know, planning on doing any of this stuff right now, right? Why not somebody win? And this is a great person in the space that should be winning. Super dedicated, didn't fade, making spaces, bringing up projects after projects, giving you guys the opportunities. You know, what happens with these projects is the projects. You know, they're providing the platform at the end of the day. It's up to you to do your due diligence on what projects to buy. But this is a great space for you guys to go. They usually have really good turnouts. And yeah, so come check this stuff out. I think it's pretty bullish. I'm really happy to see a XPX person win the NFT, because then you guys are going to get exposure to all of his giveaways on these mega spaces and whatnot like that. So shout out to TK. He was busy doing some things, so he couldn't be here right now. But man, I could do the show for anybody. You know, at the end of the day, this is what I do, baby. I mean, I love doing this. So this is the Trolls Den NFT Super Shill Super Space Day today. And it was, I mean, pretty fun and pretty amazing to see people pulling up for these amazing NFTs. Dynamite, hit me up for that. And then we're going to go to XPX next. We'll check out a couple more plays on Deck Screener, have a little bit of fun together, kind of let the space a little marinate a little bit. It sucks that the camera's not on right now. But I guess the only plus side is that I keep just drinking more coffee than I usually would because the camera's not working. So I'm getting my coffee fix nonstop, which is really, really nice. But shout out to TK right here. You guys can also follow his main page over here. Let me go to TK. Right here. You guys can give him a follow over here. Copy this. Bada beam. Bada boom. Okay, there's Profit Bear right there. Okay. I didn't know that was you, bro. Okay. What's up, broski? Had to change your name? Okay. Okay. I see it. All right. Glad to have you up in here, bro. We're going to cover Jesus Token as well, man. Shout out to you, man. Honestly, you're an amazing person to know in the space. And let's go into some of the things that we're going to talk about right now. We'll go into XPX. We'll go into Got it. Yeah, you know, you got people that are weird in the space, man. I don't know. They just don't have nothing else to do, I guess. But whatever. They want to die on that hill, they can, man. That's the thing that when I see people try to go out of their way to do all this stuff, it's like, all right, well, hey, die on the hill. I mean, life goes on, you know, things keep moving forward, things keep pushing no matter what. So it's like that's what you're doing with your spare time. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? Let's go ahead and go into XPX and get that going, man. I'm got some very bullish things, and then we're going to talk about Jesus Token. We'll go into the Deck Screener. We'll check out some of the other plays and have some fun with you guys. And that's what it's all about, man. That's really, really what it's all about. We're going to marinate the stream a little bit. I wish the camera was working, but you know, you just got to keep going no matter what. So let's go to Smart DeFi, baby. And any Smart DeFi projects, man. Like I said, I've been giving you guys the opportunity to come up here and show. Your communities are waiting for you guys. I have a lot of community members. They're like, how come you don't bring up any Smart DeFi projects? Hey, I've let them all know. It's not me. I've let them all know. So, you know, shout out to all the Smart DeFi projects, smartdefi.com. If you guys want to see them, have them come up here. I mean, anybody's willing. Anybody can come up here. There's a lot of different projects come up. This is how you break out of your echo chamber and find some new people. But let's go to Pays X, man, because we've been releasing utility after utility. We've been doing our thing in the space. I love doing this thing in the space. That's what I'm here to do, honestly. Just keep pushing and moving forward. The charts are going to be the charts. Satoshi Nakamoto's Bitcoin is down. Vitalik Buterin's ETH is down. The Solana is down. The ADA guys are down. The XRP people are down. Everything goes down. Like I said, you know, after winter, you get springtime, right? And things like that. Everything's very circular. So, what we focus on is building nonstop. For those who don't know, XPX was launched on Smart DeFi 20 months ago, fam. 20 months ago, still grinding, still building, literally releasing utility for 20 months, for 2 years straight. I think it's pretty impressive, honestly. I don't know if somebody's just been bam, bam, bam utility for 2 years almost. I think it's pretty nice. And we got more utility to roll out. Actually, some of the IRL meetings that I was doing yesterday, which were later in the night because that's how it is here in Vegas, right? It's closer to the weekend. But I want to acquire some things, boots on the ground for XPX. I'm not going to say too much, but that's what we're going to keep doing. Even with, we got all this, virtual physical cards, but we're going to be tapping into the real world, and getting some of these normies, some of the retail direct exposure to XPX, man. So people who fade this, they just don't understand that eventually all roads lead to payments, and we're just going to keep building this thing out, right? So we started off with staking, started off with the lending protocol, which is extremely bullish for the Smart DeFi platform, which is one of the reasons why we launched on here. And I think it's extremely bullish to leverage the lending protocol tool with a project that allows you to off ramp your crypto, right? So unless you're just being completely degenerate, like taking out a loan and going down to, I don't know, the Bellagio, or you're taking out a loan to go down to the Caesar's Palace, that's on you. But the reason why I waited for Smart DeFi to launch is because I wanted to leverage the fact that they had the lending protocol contracts already made, because I assumed that most people was using the loan the right way. Maybe you had a flat tire, maybe you had to help your daughter, your son, or somebody else with some funds, but you didn't want to lose your position on XPX. You can take a 30-day interest-free loan and off-ramp that onto a MasterCard or Visa card and use it in the real world. I don't think that, I would like to think that this tool is not here for degeneracy, but then again, it might just be, and that's okay. That's what it's there for. But the reason why XPX has been using this tool and loves using this tool is because we get to leverage that by giving the normies and retail, when they come into the crypto space, something that's familiar to them. What is familiar? They know about credit. They know about loans. This is just a crypto version. It's lending. They know about savings. This is just a crypto version. It's called staking. So we have been building this out, not just for the Web3 space, but with the intentions that when retail and normie comes in, that we're speaking a language that they understand. And it's not just, degen this, which, we're all degens to, at some point. Honestly, all of us have some degen activity, so we're not going to act brand new. And that is just part of the space. Just like most people have probably been inside of a casino and probably pulled on a slot lever once or twice, or hit a button, or try to hit 21 on blackjack, right? Everybody has experiences. So it is what it is. It's part of the space. But what we've been focusing on is when that moment that the space, has that retail that comes in, that actually have those investors that want to see the long-term vision, giving them passive income, giving them a lending protocol, 30-day interest-free loans. Your alternator messed up on your car? Well, that's fine. You know what? Take a 30-day interest-free loan against your XPX tokens and fix your alternator on your car. At the end of the 30 days, either burn the tokens, you don't have to pay it back, or pay back the loan and get all your tokens back, which is super, super bullish, fam. All right, let's go to some of our utilities that we've been releasing, some of the things that we've been talking about, which is absolutely amazing. Let's come over here to our website and talk about these utilities that all of you guys can use. That's what's crazy. It's like, this is, like I said, from the beginning, we have not been building this with this tribalistic Easter Island PvP. You got to do this. You got to do. No, you guys can come over here right now and flex the power of cryptocurrency. You have your physical 100K MasterCard. You have your virtual cards that are non-KYC, 10K limit MasterCard, 500 limit Visa card. The list will go on, because next I'm talking about non-KYC bill payments with over 80,000 companies, which is extremely, extremely bullish, fam. And over the holiday season, we saw this being leveraged and used to full extreme, which was everybody buying gift cards for their family using crypto. This is how you get people to get exposed to cryptocurrency, by actually bringing them real utility. This is why we've been here for over 20 months, why we've done over 6 figures in paid orders, because we continue to create different rails to funnel money into the project. And that's what we're going to continue to do. There's actually another utility that we just released that's not on this page that we're going to talk about that is extremely bullish for everybody that's listening. If you're a project developer, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're soon to be business owner, this next utility is super, super bullish, fam. Super bullish. All right, let's go ahead and talk about this super bullish utility right now on the X account. Let's come over here. Let's go to the next spot right here. Let's go right here. This charity donation widget, this going over here and creating a business account, the fact that people are sleeping on this blows my mind and shows me where the space is at. Below the fact that you have this much power literally right around the corner below, but that's how the space evolves, right? Not everybody bought Amazon stock when they were only shipping books. Not everybody bought Yahoo stock when they first was coming out with the commercials going Yahoo. Then none of that was going on, right? Everybody wants to get there when it's already late, right? So that's cool. But I want you guys, if you're thinking about growing your brand, if you're thinking about growing a business in this space, the fact that you guys can go over there right now and create a business account and create this widget and automatically start to accept BNB, Solana, Ethereum, stable coins. I mean, over 70 different cryptocurrencies. Why would you not want to accept over 70 different cryptocurrencies? Explain that to your community. Let me know, because right now you can be receiving multiple funds, whether you're a project developer, whether you're going through some issues and you just need some help and you're trying to hey, my car broke down, like I got it right here, check this out, fam. Do you have any of these issues right now? Do you know somebody that's going through something? Do you know somebody that might need this exists right here? You know what, this is a $40 billion market share. So the PvP can keep going, but XPX and anybody who chooses to right now can go create a business account and start to get creative on how we can tap into this $40 billion, market share that's right here from GoFundMe. I'm going to show you guys, well, up to 40. It's close to it, but I think we can round it up, right? Let's go right here and just to show you guys. Why would you sleep on this? I don't understand it. The tool is right here, but you know what? We're going to walk the walk. I've been working on some things, like I said, but right here, this is right. I mean, this is just wild right here. This thing does not stop. So, more than 30 billion has been raised on the platform, contributed by over 150 million donors. We can go to space and, and try to, get the same people to move liquidity from that pool, or you can get creative and think outside of just CT spaces, and people are actually willing to help. You guys see this right now? Bitcoin's down, not all-time high, and guess what? People are still donating. Has that stopped anybody from raising $444,000? Nope. What's their goal? 1 million. And you know what XPX is going to do? And I want you guys to understand that this is what we're going to do. I spent the night literally just buying freaking domains, right? Because $40 billion market share, you don't turn the cheek on that, or you do. We'll do it, right? I mean, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to do it because Bitcoin's down, Solana's down, ETH is down, this is down, that's down. They still raised 444,000. That is super powerful right there. And this is crypto actually doing the right thing. Whether you want to support animals, whether you want to support something that you got going on in your own life, whatever it might be, there are actually people out there willing to help you out. You just need the tool, and we're going to provide that tool absolutely free. So like I said, if you guys come over here and check this out, if you guys need a wake-up call, if you're trying to find how come I keep going to spaces, I don't see nothing popping up, how come I keep going to this space, that space, the next CT space, and I'm just praying for something to happen, because all of those people, everybody's already been extracted. It's just very few that are actually moving. This is a time where you guys can actually provide some value to the marketplace, do something right, so Web3 can wear like something that actually looks good in the space, excuse me. But let's go through a couple more of these just so you guys can really see what's going on right here. This is 195,000 pounds, man. Please help, man. And people are helping, and we could help people. That's the thing, is like the crypto space has the gambling reputation. It has, it's a scam reputation. This is our chance right here. And that's why I secured a bunch of domains, and I'm just going to walk the walk. And I think that a lot of people should probably take note to this, because this is an opportunity for you guys to help people out, but at the same time do something right. We're going to be looking for people that are actually having a hard time raising the funds and seeing if we can help them complete their goal with cryptocurrency. All right. So I had a little meeting this morning, really close to almost finishing a project, getting onboarding, using the donation widget. But XPX is going to take charge of this as well. Like, we're not just going to provide this for other projects that are bullish on doing donations, that are just bullish on, either helping animals or helping veterans or helping homeless. XPX, we're actually going to take charge in this as well. I don't think it'd be wise to just wait around for this $40 billion market share for somebody to realize the actual value behind this. We're going to make sure that we tap into this. So help Chuck, an 80-year-old veteran, get off the streets. I mean, that's what we're going to do. And that's what we're going to do with the tool. I've been looking up some places here. I've been looking up some places to help veterans as well. I got it on my other link over here because we're just going to take the charge on it, fam. This is actually happening right now. You know, if a crypto project could do this and had this in their resume that they actually raised, and we can start to remove that, you know, the whole crypto space is only about, you know, robbing people and, you know, smoking mirrors and all that, that would be absolutely amazing. And you can change somebody's life. That's how we take charge and change the perspective and change the view of, you know, this crypto space. And man, I wish this man, imagine 88 years old, served their country, you know, so we can come up here and talk all crazy about butt coin and fart coin and all that stuff. And he's homeless on the streets. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I'm very happy that he's about to hit his goal. And I'm very happy for that. And you know what? Where is the crypto version of this? I have been into space after space after space. Where is it? Where is the actual proof of it? Where is it actually being done? This is what we have to do. It's not easy, right? We got to put, and you know what's crazy? I actually have tons of investors ready. That's why we're just going to spearhead this thing ourselves. But I just want to show you guys there is real people out here willing to help and do that. Look at all this that's going on. So XPX and any project, maybe you're out there trying to figure it out. This doesn't have to be just for, maybe you're an aspiring artist. Maybe you're trying to get your next thing launched. Maybe you're trying to, you know, build up some revenue so you can, you know, take it to the next level. Anybody can come over here, create a business account and have access to this right here, to this donation tool. Not just a donation tool, fam, there's more to come to this. The fact that 20 months was spent building this and you can just jump right in is wild. And it's get your free account now. What? Yes, super bullish. And like I said, fam, and you guys know the type of person that I am. We get things done. We're just going to do this. Like I said, I was securing domains because I think that, you know, we can keep asking people and trying to get people, but I don't know why. I don't know if it's, they just don't want, I don't know what it is. And I actually don't even want to try to figure it out no more. It's beyond why, trying to figure it out. I don't know. And I'll let them know why, right? But I know that crypto needs things like this. I would love, and the only time there's a fee, I just want to be transparent with you guys with the donation tool, is when you guys off ramp the crypto. We're not, if somebody donates you $100, we're not touching that. That's, the money is in your account. I'm not holding the money. You're not waiting for the money to be released and then you can go do the amazing good thing. I'm not holding the money. I don't want to hold your money. You hold the money that you've been getting donated. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And the only time there's a fee is if you use, obviously, the KYC card, 100K KYC card, the business account, which I think you guys should set up, is the $10 monthly fee, the $3 activation fee, the first activation fee. And anytime you do an off ramp, it's 4%. It's like competitive with some of the biggest names in the space. Literally. I don't know why. And it's like, I hear a lot of stuff in the space that people want to do this and do that, but it's right here. The tools, you can literally open up 70 different cryptocurrencies being donated. There's people out there. I'm sure that some of these people that donate on GoFundMe, they probably exist on crypto, but there's nobody giving the people a tool to donate their Solana or donate their BNB. And that's what's amazing. You could be on the BNB chain. You could be on the Ethereum chain. You could be on any chain you want. And this tool, your donation widget, instantly opens you up to, the minute somebody hits the donate button, it opens up to what cryptocurrency they want to use. So you literally open up your business to exposure to Solana, Ethereum, BNB, the USDT, USDC. It's right there for you guys. And you guys, the content, I've been on CT for years now. I've yet to see this, and this is why we're spearheading this. We got somebody else that's going to be onboarding and doing that, and that's awesome for them and stuff like that. But XPX, we also are going to do this. I've been working on some things. I think it's important that, you know, we do this and we just show what it's all about, and we're going to do this. So I've looked up where some of the homeless are at. I've been looking up some of the places for veterans as well. And I want to see, I don't need none of that stuff. I literally, the reason the 4% on the fees is because we have to charge that. You know, there's back end fees. You got to pay your fees to operate with MasterCard and stuff. That's to make sure that things are still, you know, that we're operating, right? There's operating costs and all that stuff. But as far as trying to make $1 million off of somebody trying to do the right thing in the space, that's not me. And I think that if you guys been pulling up long enough to this space and seeing XPX live for 20 months, going on 2 years, I think that you guys can say that. Otherwise, I really don't know. But it's right there. It is super powerful, and it's at your fingertips. And we have investors ready. So shout out to everybody paying attention to this. XPX investors, XPX holders, XPX believers. Just understand that not only are we tapping into the payment market share of like PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, and Venmo, and all these things, but I haven't been anywhere in any space. And somebody said we're tapping into the $40 billion market share. And it's not, like I said, it's not on some greedy stuff. It's just sitting there. It's who's going to tap into it. It's right now. I know that there's some great people in CT. I know that they exist, because to think that none of these people who have donated to GoFundMe don't go on crypto Twitter. You know, crypto's out there, man. Like, it's not like the last bull run. Like, people know about cryptocurrency. I'm sure that people would donate and do it for the right thing. I'm sure they would. So come over here, and you know what? If you don't even want to use that, come over here and do a great donation to GoFundMe. I'm going to share the GoFundMe link. I'm not trying to beat them. I'm not trying to be better than them. I just want to exist in the realm where they're at, right? This is not about beating them or whatever like that. They're doing something absolutely amazing for people. I want to build our resume so we can start contacting people. And let's see if I don't know why it's not showing me the people that are a little bit. It's got almost all the completed ones, but my goal was like, I mean, fam, do we not have no crypto people that if we had the donation widget ready that can help out with this? Do we not have any of that? Do we not have any of that? And nowhere in the crypto space that if we got the donation widget, I don't care if it's 0.1 Solana, 0.1 BNB, nothing worth dust, Solana dust, BNB dust. Is that what we're saying in the crypto space? Is that where we've made it to, where it's strictly only gambling? I doubt it. And the tool is here. We're going to be rolling this out. I encourage people that are doing things like this in the space to really think about this, to be, the forefathers, the ones laying the foundation for crypto to kind of change up, is especially right now in the current state of crypto. It's cutthroat right now. And, people would try to pretend like it's not, but it is cutthroat right now. Let me see a couple other ones, because I don't want to believe that, CT doesn't have a heart to do the right thing. And I think that it's just that we're not solving the problem to make it happen. So I know I went on this because I'm very passionate about this. I think that there's a lot of, a lot of support that can be done. And I think it can help crypto have a new face. So like I said, if you guys want to learn more about this, come over here to dash.xpxpay. Come over here and register your account. There's going to be some really cool features that I'm not mentioning right now that this business account gives you. I spent 20 months, tons of money. The fact that it's right there, just dangling in front of you. If you can't get the low hanging fruit, I don't know how you're going to get the nice, pretty one way at the top. This is right here for you guys right now. I'm going to drop this down below. This is super bullish, and I'm going to have some really cool things for those communities that incorporate this. As you guys can see, when you guys create the business account, DM me so I can walk you through some of the steps like that. You're not, it's not intimidating. I could show you all the features, how to navigate it, and we'll get on a Zoom call or just a VC and voice chat, help you set it up, go through all the steps, show you how you guys can customize it for your needs, and answer any questions that you guys might need. And if you get on that call with me and you actually set it up, I might give you some of that alpha that you will see as we're walking through some of the steps, that if you look really good on this dashboard, you will see where this thing is going to be going. There's more utility for XPX to release, and there's more utility for this whole Web3 space to leverage for what they want, because XPX is open for business. This is not just for us. This is not just like we're on Easter Island or we're going to be some, oh man, from DC. Shout out to DC, man. That's what's up, man. Much love and respect, fam. But this is not something that I want to be found later on in the Amazon jungle and be like, oh, who built all this stuff? Yeah, they built this amazing stuff, but they never shared it with anybody. This XPX, XPaysX, is open to business for everyone. Whether you hold XPX or you don't hold XPX, it is absolutely free to sign up. That's all it is. It's it's time, fam. It's literally time for all of us to win in this space. And I want you guys to win, honestly. And I just don't say that. I'm going to walk the walk. You guys will see that very soon. So let me come over here. I know I'm going crazy on this because I'm giving some of it away right here. The fact that you guys can move this money so easily, this is an ace that you guys should have up your sleeve no matter what. Okay. So shout out to the XPX community. Shout out to all the people on the back end, really all the community members having my back. You know, we're building nonstop. This is absolutely, oh, this is something else that I want to cover that's super important as well. So we just didn't build it to make it easy for the person accepting the crypto, right? So let's say that you did the donation and you actually want to write this off, you know, and you want to write this off. We took care of both sides, right? So if you come up here, and we'll do a little show and tell later on, but if somebody wanted to fill out the receipt form, they can actually write this off. Okay, so we're covering this from not only the person accepting the cryptocurrency and doing it the right way, the legal way, right? Because we're compliant, but also for the person, if they want to choose this as a tax write-off, as a tax deductible, they can also do that. Okay, so definitely keep that in mind. I think it's pretty bullish to actually incentivize some people to actually do some more donations because they can use it as a tax deductible, but it's taking care of both end users. Okay, and we're thinking about everybody, making sure everybody's got their T's crossed and their I's dotted and things like that, all those fancy sayings, right? So come over here. Like I said, 20 months building, more things to come around the corner. I had an IRL meeting yesterday. It was in the later afternoon, but it's because it's a few locations and I'm trying to secure some things. And, you know, things in the real world take a little bit slower, and, you know, setting up meetings is a little bit different. But I really want to get XPX really like where people are touching it really, really soon and getting direct exposure to this thing called XPX. And if you think about it, if you're using any of this stuff, you're going to be getting some of this crazy exposure that I'm, you know, working overtime on the overtime to achieve for all of us, not just, you know, trying to get everything off of CT, but actually, you know, talking to real world businesses, you know, different locations and stuff, taking time out of my day to, you know, when that time happens and retail's ready, that we can make that stuff happen, man. You know, I'm here for charity. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, bro. And, you know, I honestly just want you guys to win. Honestly, I'm going to show everybody that that's what. And speaking of you guys, let me bring you guys up. I know you got your nonprofit. And for those people, I mean, what better way to have the business account actually have the name on there and all that stuff? I mean, that's just the way that it's supposed to be. And if you're wondering that if there are going to be people ready to donate, I think this is a perfect example. If you're saying, I'm going to wait till the markets go back up because, you know, people only donate when the markets are up. No, they don't. No, they don't. Okay. So we're not waiting around for certain things to happen so that we can happen. You have to happen for things to happen. Don't wait around for things to happen. You're going to be waiting around, you know, twiddling your thumbs nonstop, and you're going to slide down the mountain. The only way to get to the summit is to, I don't care if you can jog up it, or in my case, I walk with a cane because of my motorcycle accident. If you limp up it, or if you got to crawl up it, but the only way to get up there is that you got to make it happen and not let things happen to you, right? So let's go to Jesus Coin. Shout out to them. Much love and respect to you guys. I reposted your stream. I couldn't jump in. I know it was Thursday. I seen it when I was actually, I got the notification and I was actually going to jump in, but what I did was repost it for you guys, but I was actually in a meeting, in an IRL meeting. That's why I didn't pull up Profit Bear. I did want to pull up to your Thankful Thursdays, but man, I've been working on this for a couple months, man, trying to really secure, you know, some of this IRL exposure to you know, to the real world and also to this crypto space. So it's, you know, you got to do some of those nights. But I did repost what you guys got going on over here. If you guys can come over here, follow Jesus Tokens. I mean, they're not going to go anywhere, fam. I mean, this is the brand that's been tested the most. I don't think there's another brand that has been more battle tested than the name Jesus. It's right there. And we're going to go to the crypto church where you guys can come over here and tap in. If you guys are looking for a solid community, definitely come over here, man. And like I've said many times before, if we don't do this, somebody else is going to. Mark my words, man. If I'm sitting across the table from you and we're playing poker and I'm telling you to mark my words, you better fold your hand. You better fold your hand. I'm not bluffing. Like, I'm not saying crazy things just to say them and then to like spit up in the air and the spit to come down and hit me in the face. Like, that's not what we're doing here. I promise you guys, whether we do this or not, other people will do this. Okay. And we can lay the foundation before the Red Cross and Shield, before, you know, the GoFundMe's, before everybody else comes in, and the space that you've been in all this time, that you've been spending all these long hours, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, look at me, I'm single, not everybody likes everybody being in spaces nonstop, right? It's like everybody feels a little bit of tension from all that time. Don't be in the space given that much time and then just watch the big players come in right when the time's right and literally just take not only the foundation, but also the whole market share that you've been grinding in nonstop, day after day, space after space. It's right here, right now. And like I said, mark my words, whether we do it or not, they're going to do it. They're going to come in. And I think PayPal is a perfect example of that. PayPal used to hate crypto. PayPal made me wait over 6 months for a little over $10,000. Because I touched cryptocurrency and I sent the money to the PayPal account, and they were all up in the fuss for over 6 months, over $10,000, right? And it's like now they're on a coin market cap. So when I tell you that whether we do it or not, they will come into the space. This is the future, and I want this project to be right here. You guys have been putting into work. You guys are going to do it without any of us, anyways. Like, this is here no matter what. And I know the word. The word has been everlasting forever. It was, it is, and forever will be. I know that for a fact. So I just want to be a part of it. I just don't want to watch it. I actually want to be, laying some of the bricks down myself. My hair is getting about this long, so we're pulling off this look really good. But Jesus looking pretty good right here, right? So come check this out right here. So all right. We got TK up in here. Yeah, he said he's got a vision. Oh, he's got a vision. So we'll bring up TK in just a second. But I do want you guys to come over here. Like I said, if any community had this, I'm going to show you guys the main thing you guys should probably pay. If any community had this, where there was a different speaker, or, maybe the same speaker coming up twice a week, but every single day they were, essentially pulling up for their bags. That is huge right there. I don't know if there is another project that has a space every single day. I honestly don't know that there's that dedicated community that will pull up, and that's because this is beyond the money to them, right? This is bigger than the money. This is about getting the word out there. And whether Bitcoin's at 126 or Bitcoin's at 0, they're going to be doing this. And those are the type of communities that you guys want to find. Put your if you're too rigid and you can't have, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. I appreciate it, man. This is what you're actually supposed to be looking for. So to each his own, but come check this out. Don't miss out on this right here. Super bullish on the crypto church. They got their docs in order. They're 501c3. Definitely go check them out. They got their nonprofit doing their thing, man. Like I said, this is going to happen in this space, and I'm glad it's happening right here. And I've been watching it for, man, it's been a while now. It's been a while, and we're not going to stop doing this. Like, honestly, nobody can make me stop. Me and Prophet Bear, we're bros for life. And whatever the market, I'm still holding my Jesus coin from back here. I'm going to keep holding it. I'm just going to keep holding it. It doesn't even matter. Whatever price they want to take it to, at the end of the day, I know that the name will never go away. We even track time with BC, before Christ. This is not going to go anywhere. All right. So shout out to you guys. I'm going to post this right here. I mean, if there was ever a floor, this is a good spot to maybe accumulate a little bit more right here. You guys go ahead and tap out. I'm sure that deck screener, go check it out. And this is one of my favorite images actually of it. It's so cool because it's just got a little bit of both. Right. But yeah, I shared that. Let's go over to TK's Trolls Den. He says he's got a vision, which I like the sound of that. I'm a visionary myself. A lot of people, and this is why sometimes it's not even good to tell your vision before you're all the way, when you got it right there. That's why sometimes I don't have roadmaps and stuff like that, because you'll hear more reasons of why it can happen than why it can, right? And it's like, oh, but make sure you can be careful with that and be careful. It's like, boy, you know what? I'm gonna keep my vision, and then I'm just gonna show you the vision. But let me go ahead and bring up TK. What's up, brother? How you doing today? You ready?
Hello. So hello, live stream. Hello, everyone. How you doing?
Doing great, bro. How you doing?
Well, I'm fantastic, and I'm unfortunately I missed out the part that you Shield. I saw it. I saw you did a giveaway, I guess, and you went over the project and X profile and so on. So I'm happy and the merge. So yeah, I'm just I could maybe fill up what you didn't cover if you want to do a fast recap.
No, we don't have to do it fast, man. The floor is yours. Do your thing, man. This is what I do, and take advantage of the stage. We got a good amount of listeners. Get the vision out there. we got the NFT giveaway. But yeah, you can talk about a little bit more about the details. I didn't want to give nothing away. I didn't know how much was said or whatnot like that. So it's better that they hear, from the horse's mouth, no pun intended, from the rancher himself. But yeah, give him what you got, bro.
Oh man, yes, sure. So I can start from the beginning, right? So yeah, me first of all, I'm a uh, people person, most likely, right? I like to help people, especially the normal people, the everyday worker. So I figured out that I can, just pass along my knowledge or provide a platform for the other real ones in the space. So I wanted to do shield spaces. I always loved shield spaces. So that what I went on with the mega spaces, and that's the heart of Trollsten, obviously. And yeah, then I wanted to expand the brand itself, so I wanted to do more regular spaces. So it's all centered around the spaces and the community vibe, just to get to know each other. It's not a token, it's just a community. And I launched my NFTs in order to raise some funds to get some more marketing going, hence the merch, right? So that's why I started that as well.
Nice, bro. Yeah, you've been doing it the right way, and I think what I like is, and I think this is why we've always gone kind of along, is like just walk the walk. You say you're going to do some things, you did this, you actually provided, it got minted out, you grew this community. And then right away, like, the merch coming out and actually some fresh new items added to Just Shop Crypto. So it was just really cool to see fresh items. But at the end of the day, I think what's really cool is somebody putting their goals and writing them down and making these things happen. Like, I like to see things getting done, and to see this success and what's going on with the mega spaces is absolutely amazing. And to see the growth and how it's going, it's pretty cool.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm super happy for all the support that we do get, right? We have plenty of good people around us, and I'm a vast believer of your network is your net worth. The connections, that's what you want to build right now, is the community and your network, and of course building in this kind of market condition. So I'm super happy for that, and I'm very excited as well for the NFTs. Absolutely. So it sold out in 1 month. I still have a couple of them for giveaways as well, and so on, because I want people to be able to really get into it, right, and become a part of this community. And I will have more and more, like you said, utility connected to those, for sure. I think there is one or maybe more listed on Magic Eden if someone still want to catch up or buy some. But yeah, they are the center of the community, and I always want to give something back to them. So I can already say it, right? What about the merch? I think it's something anyway for the people.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I totally agree. And this is what people should flock to. This is what they should be paying attention to. Somebody that's just right away giving them something. And not only that, a lot of times people would have just been like, oh, we released the merch, and we did this and it's done. But the fact that, you're going extra and beyond, past the merch and connecting some more utility down the road, and also some cool things for those that are holders of the NFTs and stuff. So, what can you tell us? If you love to bother me and squeeze me and the rest of the community for some alpha, the tables have turned. Mister, what's something that we can get from you that maybe it hasn't been heard anywhere else?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so currently every NFT is an entry for every giveaway that I do. I do plenty every month. So I already repaid the value of the giveaway of the NFTs for at least, I think, 4 or 5 people already. So that's really cool. And yeah, so I also wanted to tie this into the merch. So every NFT holder also have a 15% discount code for the merch, which I think is quite nice, right? And yeah, I will also add staking for it as well. So there's gonna be a lot of utility to these, because they will grow, right? Because I will grow in this space too. The spaces will grow, the demand for the spots will grow, sponsorships, and there will be plenty of money rolling in, and I want to just redistribute that to the NFT holders, because I don't really do it for money. I just want to support people around me, so I don't mind paying forward So yeah, that's kind of like a way to say thank you for everyone who raised this money for me to get this merch out there. And also, you know, I do this for anyway to get more exposure on the spaces. It's not really for me to grow more than just, you know, by popularity or followers, right? I don't do it for the money. So I'm just happy that I get the support that I do have, and I'm very grateful for it.
Yeah, same here, man. You're doing really good, bro. I can see where this is going to grow. The spaces are going to get bigger. The sponsorships are going to get bigger, and you know, liquidity is going to come back into the market. And you know, you're going to want to be a part of this now. I don't know sometimes the space is just backwards, but this is where those who are, you know, seeing a lucrative opportunity, that you find it right now, right? This is what you actually want to be looking for. So we got one listed over here, but right here, this is the one right here. If you guys missed it, there's one. It's 13. I'm gonna post this right here. If you guys missed this, I mean, we can probably get the first trade over here. I'll go buy another one, honestly. If I'll go snatch up more and stuff, and even because it's just like, you know, what's nice is just to see something in a space that's actually bringing something back to all the listeners and stuff, where it's not about really you, like you say. And I truly believe that it's not even about you. And I think, bro, that's what's helped me win. You know, it's not making it about me. You know, it's making it about others, because the vision is bigger that way. If the vision was only a Rico vision, it'd be a tiny little vision. I wouldn't be. I'm on 7 hours of sleep in 2 days. If it was just a Rico vision, screw that. Rico would have said, I'm not doing 7 hours of sleep for 2 days for Rico, but I will do it for the Jace. I will do it for the Darrens. I will do it for the TKs. I will do it for every single person that's wearing that, you know, purple and green, you know, border around that XPX, you know, their avatar, that XPX ring that everybody has. And I can see where this is going to be big for you, and also the people who actually see the value in this, where it's going to continue to grow. And I like to see somebody using this recipe, because it is a recipe for success, and eventually this success cannot be taken away from you. That's what's amazing about laying a foundation like this. Nobody can take that away from you.
Absolutely, man. No one can stop me, and I have nothing, you know, to be stopped on, right? I'm just pushing forward. And so, yeah, so if I go back a little bit, because also what I want this to be is a home, basically, based on our core values, which is, you know, obviously being good-hearted people, move with integrity and honesty, and also transparency, right? We are open-minded. We talk about stuff, right? We can talk about you know, risk management, wallets. We can educate people as well, because I think education is you know, key in this space. If we want mass adoption to happen, we don't want this to continue, the big rug fiestas and rug pulls. So what we want to do is at least to try to snatch up the new people so they can get into the right hands right away. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and say what people should invest in or not invest in. But what I can do is that I can get to know the people behind projects, and I can give them a floor to be heard, the good people in the space, very much like you know, and David can do with you know, many more projects, right? That I know do well in the space. So yeah, I can help traffic. I can help also provide some kind of, you know, sound investments for the people who are interested to find something new. And so what I do is bringing diversification, right? I'm not gonna bring up just hype coins just because. I want to bring also, you know, utility tokens and NFT projects, all that stuff, because I think that's really important to have you know, some kind of diversification on the stage. So yeah, I want it to be home. I want to build trust, and trust is, like, you know, as well, Rico, it's based on actions and not words. So I like to say stuff. I can also say that I will show up. I will be here, host spaces 3 times a week, mega spaces once a month. I will always be here, you know, for people. I'm not going anywhere. I can say that because then I have something to follow up on, but I always follow up on my words. So it's gonna be nice. Then I'm gonna, you know, probably hopefully earn trust from people. And so I want this community to be that pillar of trust, where a home where people can, you know, turn to, whether you are a maxi of some kind of chain or some kind of, you know, token. We want to get to know the persons behind the PFP. And yeah, so that's basically the past and the current. But yeah, you can jump in a bit, and then I can cover a little bit the future, the vision I have for it.
No, I think you got something good going on right now. I wanted to give a big shout out to Jessica as well because she helped out with a lot of this art and stuff, and obviously she's brought a really great vibe to your spaces, and it's really good how you guys are working together. So I definitely want to give her a shout out. The magic hand behind a lot of stuff, the hidden hand, right? That's the we get a little bit. We won't jump into that, but the hidden hand is always good, right? And this art is really fire. I have the men and women of these NFTs, which all of them really stand out. I got my favorites that I see that stand out a little bit more to me. Um, I'm actually not as good shape as any of these NFTs. I wish I was in some of this shape. I was a long time ago at some point, and I actually looked at pretty rip. I remember those days, man. But we almost had to do like a chunky troll den. That would have been me, bro. But no, man. I just want to give a shout out to Jessica and the flavor that's been coming to the space lately has been amazing, and just keep pushing and just keep growing because the vision gets bigger and bigger. But speaking of the vision and diving a little bit deeper into it, yeah, let's go ahead and have some fun and dive into that vision, man. I love visions, that I live for that.
Nice, nice. Yeah, obviously, that's a good point, right? So most people know that I'm Troll King, right? So I'm the community leader of XPX. But yeah, I'm also the founder of Trollsten, and obviously the beautiful Jessica, she's helping me, and the artist, and also a decent person in the space. So it's really nice and to have help on the way, and she's very good at it. So we complement each other pretty well. So she's running it, with structure, and she's very, on point with stuff, and that's very good for me because I need someone who can do that, right? And also, of course, have an eye for many things, like of course the NFTs. And what we also are very keen on is, you know, paying forward, doing donations as she is well, right? She's doing also some of her collections is going directly to good causes, like
Yeah.
Suicide Hero and other kind of charities. So what we are doing in the future, which is kind of fitting that you already launched this, tool, but in the future we will open up a platform which is gonna be tied to Trollstan and Spaces, where we can have Web2 experts and also Web3, what can I say? Not preachers, but tokens and projects that actually do well with crypto for a good cause. And we gonna make sure that people get help and they can get guidance and just provide that place in crypto where people can find out decent charity projects and mental health as well. I think it's gonna be huge, and then we're gonna go big with that. And by the way, Rico, in the meanwhile, if you could go to trollstan.com, we can also check the homepage a little bit. I think we forgot that last time.
1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
Here we go.
Awesome. Yeah. So that's the homepage. There is links to basically everything, a little bit summary of what we do, some kind of market analysis is in the top. But also we have the mega spaces, how we run those, and we have the structure of it, the sponsorships, if someone is interested. The topic spaces that we do have every week is also below the mega spaces. And I will also update the homepage because below this banner you will see that we have the merge as well, and that's not updated yet. But yeah, it's looking pretty neat, pretty clean, and I'm super happy for the homepage, by the way, which I got help from a buddy of mine to do for free for me. So now I can just go in there and edit all the details. But that's really nice. And of course, in bottom we do have partners and friends and family. So it's really nice setup. You can also find links to everything, to the community, to the Telegram, and to basically everything there. So I'm super stoked about this. And if anyone wants to tap in, just join the community on X, first of all. If you like the merch, of course, that's fire. If you have an NFT, get to DM me Troll King XPX or Trollsden X on X, and or Jessica, right? So we can hook you up with the details. But that's really nice, and I want to provide a home for people where everyone can feel like they belong and can get heard and seen. Because I think that's what everyone wants in this space. Everyone wants to be heard and seen. So that's what I do with the spaces, and that's why I do the spaces.
Awesome, bro. And I just want to say I'm proud of you, man. This looks really good, and how it's coming together. This is for what it's worth. I'm nobody, but for what it's worth, I'm actually really proud of you how this all looks, and it's pretty amazing how it's all coming together. And when I first seen even just this, like the actual Trolls Den logo, it has a lot of potential. I know things just like when I see it. This little logo right here is really refined. This little thing right here, I really like this right here. There's a lot of power in this little Trolls Den with the the den behind there. This little lantern hanging there. It's special, honestly. It's really really nice. And then you add all this value behind it and everything that's going on. I think that this is going in the right direction. The brand is making sense. The idea is making sense. The things, one domino is knocking over the next domino, and it's filling the gap one by one and stuff, which is, pretty amazing to think about, from where it's came into where it's at right now. You can only imagine where it's going.
Yeah, and like you said, right, I also got obviously help from Jessica choosing the product. But we wanted, like you have now, the tote bag, right? And we have the coders. We do have some other stuff as well, like the desk mat. I think it's cool to provide that kind of use case, not just clothing, and also something that's not already on the merch shop, just to provide that that range of items for people. So I think that's cool. So and also I'm pretty environment friendly myself. I wouldn't buy something if it wasn't eco or GOTS certified. So I'm super happy that we do have some eco-friendly options, like the cap, the tote bag, and also the hoodie. So those are organic. So that's really nice too for those who care about where the material and the fabrics are coming from.
And I love that, bro. Honestly, what you and Jessica did with going that extra mile on making sure some of this was like, the organic and the eco and the eco-friendly things, I think it was really cool. And it's also really good for Just Shop Crypto, if I'm being honest, right? It gives it this versatility. And this is what Just Shop Crypto is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be where our ideas come together, where, we're finding ways on how to, break out of the echo chamber. And right now, you technically even helped XPX, the Just Shop Crypto part of it, tap into the people that are looking for organic merch, right? And now we have something for them, and that's what it's all about, providing value to others so that value can come back. And I think that this is pretty cool. When I saw this right here, I was like, what? I was like, this is at $22. That's pretty cheap, fam. And I thought this was really cool. If you think about it, this looks like the Avengers coming together, to be part of the space. This is probably something you're going to have forever on your desk. And I think it's pretty, like, for us to be a part of it and have it, and it's yours, and people who's been rocking with you, if they got a desk and they have this, I think it's extremely, extremely amazing. And I really like that you guys pick some different items and went that route, whether it's the organic, the eco-friendly, but also some of the other ones that really brought some different flavor to Just Shop Crypto, because it really shows how far we're willing to go for anybody to win. Whatever makes sense to you, for you, and how we can do that, we will do that. We just want people to win. That's at the core of everything that we do, and it's going to continue to stay like that. But yeah, man, shout out to you. I know that, but so they can hear from you, is the giveaway still going on, that if somebody bought some of this merch, you're sending them some money back if they make you a sexy video or whatnot like that? What's the details? If you can break it down, they can hear straight from you.
Oh, yes, obviously. We do have 2 giveaways going on as we speak, by the way. So yeah, we're pinned on my personal account on X, there is a post about that, right? About the merch. So it's quite basic. First of all, that's the NFT that I do right now. So in order to grow some more awareness to the post below, right, embedded there, there's also a giveaway going on for an NFT right now. So that's up for grab. And that's, by the way, one of my favorite female or woman hybrids. I think that's looking really cool. And yeah, that's Blakesy. Shout out to Blakesy in XPX community. He's a supporter of me too. He bought 4 NFTs and he's giving away this one. And
Awesome.
it's just to promote the post below, which is embedded. But if you go to the embedded post, if you quote share that on your wall, if you do a hashtag, no, not hashtag, sorry, hashtag Trollsten, and if you tag Trollsten X, and if you tag XPX token and give a motivation why you should win that NFT, then you can win that NFT. But I want it to go to someone who are willing to use it as a profile picture, because I want to grow a little bit, that side of thing. I want people to wear it with pride. So that's the only condition there. But this is the main post, and that's the main giveaway that I do for the people who buy the merch itself, like you said. So all you need to do is to buy a merch. It doesn't need to be a t-shirt, but t-shirt is the cheapest one. And so if you buy a t-shirt and then it's the delivery cost, shipping, then most likely it's going to be reimbursed with that $20. But I do give away $20 worth of Solana to 5 people. So all you need to do is buy something. You can even buy bigger buys. You can buy hoodies or whatever. And if you make a post out of yourself on your wall, and if you just, mention us or do something about it, right, and promote the merch, yeah, then I might consider you a winner, right? I'm going to give 5 people $20 worth of Solana.
Awesome, bro. Very, very, very awesome. I'm absolutely loving it. When most people would just tuck their tail and be scared and this, that, and the other, and the space and that and whatever. We're here to stay. We're building no matter what. We're going to provide some value. We love the space. I'm not deleting my Telegram. I'm not deleting my crypto Twitter. We're here to stay. And I love that you have been cementing yourself into the space, because what people fail to realize as they play rug roulette nonstop is you can deal with the pain of discipline, which weighs ounces, or you can deal with the pain of regret, which weighs tons. And I refuse to be somebody who lets this whole .com moment pass me by and I did not cement nothing in it. Okay, so yeah, I might deal with, this, that, and whatever, but you can choose the pain of discipline, being on 7 hours of sleep in 2 days, because I'm doing IRL meetings and because I know that the space and that, merchants and everywhere in the real world, there's going to be crypto everywhere, fam. Now I can pay the pain of discipline, the 7 hours of 2 days sleep, or I can pay the pain of regret, which weighs tons, when I said, oh, I should have bought Amazon stock when it was only shipping books. I don't want to do that. Oh, I should have bought Netflix and sold all my Blockbusters. You know how many people messed that up when we were still going to Blockbuster? I know you guys probably don't have that over there. Maybe you guys did, but going to rent movies, I remember when we had to go rewind the movies, and if you didn't rewind them, you got charged extra for not rewinding the VHS. And then it turned to DVDs, but eventually no Blockbusters. This is that moment right now. So establish yourself, whether it's your brand, whether it's your NFTs, whether it's building XPX to usher in all the retail that's going to come in and the normies. That's what's going to happen. We're in this realm of change going on right now. And change, a lot of times, is uncomfortable. And a lot of people push away from that. But in that uncomfortable area is where you experience the most growth. Trust me, I know that firsthand. TK, man, I'm actually going to do, or maybe you can help me out as well. Jessica's not here, but if you got anything else for Trolls Den and these NFTs, let's let them know what's up, kind of wrap it up on Trolls Den. But, I see our fellow friend in the space, Jessica, and I think we should do her justice and do a show for her. I know she's not here right now, but maybe you can chime in when you're done with your last words on Trolls Den, and we can do our fellow friend in the space some justice and bring some awareness and some attention over there as well.
For sure, bro. Yeah, I can stay chill her too if you want to, if you help with that. But yeah, so to sum it up, or to just extend an invite for anyone who's interested. So the mega spaces, they are 6 hours long. We have 25 projects, 6 special guests, and plenty of giveaways. So if you have a project, let me know. Try to tap in with me. If you are a person, right, like I said earlier, everyone wants to be seen and heard. And I know firsthand that there is plenty of communities where you can try to fit in, but you will never do it because it's already too crowded. You don't need to leave that, but you can at least, tap in with the the community of communities, right? Trollsten. We don't care where you come from. We just care of, you know, who you are as a person. We always provide a space for you to be heard.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. Absolutely awesome, broski in the space ski. We got this beautiful person that we're gonna bring up next, man. I've shared all the links for Chosen. You guys know who he is, man. He's all over the place, man. You guys been seeing him for a while. This is somebody who just keeps pulling up, but we got somebody else kind of new to the space, kind of came in like a whirlwind, now doing mega spaces, coming up to, you know, co-host, launching NFTs, launching art, helping helping TK with the art on the NFTs. And honestly, they're absolutely fire. They really draw my attention. We're going to go over to her page right now. We're going to do a show for her because she's absolutely amazing. And I actually resonate with a lot of things that she has said, a lot of things because I've experienced them myself. And I know how sometimes it's not that easy to talk about certain things, how to get past that point. I know that firsthand. And I love that, you know, she's as bold as she is and has the courage to step up on these spaces. And actually, you know, that mental health stuff is real, man. That stuff is serious in the space. And you guys got to understand, a lot of people are not talking about how they feel that they keep going to, you know, space after space and getting wrecked. They don't even want to tell their wife. They don't even want to tell their husband. They don't want to tell nobody. You know, you look at the guy who, you know, hurt himself on that Robinhood account, you know, the last run, right? And then the next day he found out that it was just a mistake. This stuff, as much as people don't want to say money doesn't make you happy, well, if you don't got it, it could damn sure make you sad. So, you know, there's a lot of emotions around this stuff. And I like that there's somebody kind of spearheading that kind of agenda. One of the first spaces that I actually started going to, because you guys got to understand, I started off YouTube, and this whole CT stuff wasn't like this the last bull run, right? It wasn't like this whole, you know, pump fun and everybody just hosting spaces. It was not that popular. When I started hosting or jumping into spaces, my first spaces that I really liked it to jump into and listen to some people were spaces about mental health. And I think it's very important to keep your mental fortitude on point, honestly. And, you know, even before the stream, you know, and getting ready, you know, I crawled out of the bed, go take a shower really quick, wake up. And even then, you know, when the sun peaks out, I go sit outside and, you know, no electronics, just have a moment, you know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, just, you know, until eventually I can just relax. Right. And I think it's important that you have some kind of something, and maybe you don't know what that something is. Maybe it's, you know, talking to somebody so you can figure it out. And that's why her spaces and her art, it's important because we're supporting that understanding of that's what's going on in the space, right? And maybe somebody needs to hear like, hey, maybe I should start my day with a little bit of meditation. You know, maybe, you know, I'm not alone, because that's one of the biggest things. You think that a lot of times it's just you going through something, and the minute you find out that there's actually a support system behind it, there's other people going through this, you know, you feel a lot more better to continue pushing forward. So I'm going to share this link right here. This is the next one that we're going to get minted out. TK's got minted out. This is our next goal right here. And I'm telling you guys, we're going to mint this one out. This thing's going to get minted out as well. And I'm sure there's going to be some cool perks that come with this. You guys are not going to want to miss out on this. So I'm giving you the opportunity now, before there's no more of these left, because we will get this done. They will get minted out. To get a piece of this now. We don't slow down in the space. You guys see that a lot of the people that we bring up, or that, you know, really I'm close to or I associate myself with, are people that are thinking multi-cycle and to provide some actual value to the space. But this is some amazing art. I don't know if me and Jessica have the same taste or what's going on here. Me and Jessica have to have a talk about this, if she knows this girl or where's this girl from. But since I don't have a Valentine for tomorrow, maybe this NFT artist can hit me up. Saphir's mad at me, so I don't think he's going to be hitting me up tomorrow. I got to make it up to him. But TK, you're really close to Jessica. She's an amazing person. We're shilling her NFT project because obviously we should, man. You know, we talk about so much junk into space, and this is real stuff right here. A real project impacting real people with real causes and stuff like that. From your personal experience and you know, your guys' vibing together, what do you want to say about Jessica and these NFTs and yeah, just about how, you know, I'm kind of leading you on by saying how amazing she is, because it really is, you know, how she just came into the space and got all this art out already, you know, getting the art for the Trolls Den all, you know, looking really fire and stuff like that. But really having the courage to come up to, you know, the women of Web3, super stream, co-hosting these spaces and talking about things that most people wouldn't talk about. being vulnerable is something that's very difficult, right? We face, pride. In your last space, you were talking about the 7 deadly sins. These are the main things that I try to stay away from, because one leads to the other. The one that I've been messing up on lately is gluttony. I've been eating too damn much. I got to stop eating on accident. Just eating just to eat. I don't know what the heck's going on, but I think a lot of times there's a lot of pride in the space, and it's hard for us to be vulnerable about some of the things that we're going through. But TK, man, why don't you come up here and talk about this amazing person that has really came into Web3, and we really love in the space.
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, Jessica is definitely very amazing person. She have been struggling lately, leave from work, sick leave, and also been having tough experiences. So she's been going through the ringer, like you said, right? And she's an advocate for health, mental awareness. So that's really nice of her to have something going back to that. So the collection you see right now, Art by J on Launched by NFT. So 10% of all that will go to raising that mental awareness, whether it is through Suicide Zero, the younglings, right, to help them to prevent suicides, or whether it is something else she got going on. But she said 10% is gonna go to a good cause, so that's really, really nice of her. And so that's just who she is, right? She came in just for the NFTs to sell her art. So she is a artist. She's been a physical artist for almost 20 years. I think it's 19 years now. So she do paintings, she do photographs, she do AI art too, of course, but digital art. So it's these ones are not just AI generated. So she actually go in with the pad and pen, and she fix it on pixel level if necessary. So that's why they pop so much, in my opinion. You can go to her link tree if you want to, right? That's where she have all the collections. So she have on Thesis, which is a great platform for artists. She have an Object. She do have on OpenSea, that's the Polygon chain, and also Base, and now Solana. So there's like no excuse for people to try to say that, no, I'm not on that chain, right? And she always spread a good message, a good vibe. She's really humble. And a great person, and that's why I think I align with her so much. She came to my DMs because she heard that I'm Swedish, and then she came on to Trollsten, which led to XPX, and so that's the route. And we also made songs together. Since I do AI music, she connect a lot of heart and soul to her NFTs. And there's almost on every NFT, more or less, there is a story to the NFTs. So if you open up any of these Art by J, you will see that there is on OpenSea there is a story or a piece of text to every NFT. So what I did is that I went to her collection. I bought 7 or 8 of those on OpenSea, and I used that text and I made songs out of her personal stories in her real life. Shout out to that as well. So there's an album on Spotify which is called Stronger Than You. Oh, that's my NFT next to this one to the left. That's with this one, yeah. So that's the cover for the album too, Stronger Than You, by Trollsten on Spotify and YouTube.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And to see that just expanding, and now you guys are doing music off of this. This is what we're supposed to be doing. And I think a lot of times people, like, this is why we have to speak up, right? Because all of this experience was sitting on the sidelines, right? Like, I'm so glad that you guys had that Swedish, connection and stuff like that, where it's like, wait a minute, I think your accent sounds familiar, dude. And what I'm gonna, because we would have never known all this stuff, right? And now this has grown to what? The collaboration, but also grown to push your ability to grow, AI music to the point where it's on Spotify. This stuff was not happening before, fam. This is what I'm saying, that there's a .com moment where you can do what you want. You can literally create things, and you just have to be, you can't be rigid. That's one thing that I will say. You can't be a negative Nancy. You can't be a Waring Willis. You have to be okay with, maybe I'm not perfect right now, and none of us are, right? And then removing that is going to be huge, because that's how you're going to experience a lot more growth in the space, and we're seeing that right now. Don't say that you don't do this or you don't do that. Look at TK. He went from meeting him on from Kendu to coming into the XPX community, to becoming the community leader, to doing mega spaces, to creating NFTs, to doing now. It's like you can do anything you want in this space, and this is a digital landscape that is up for yours for the taking, and I think it's pretty amazing. And the fact that that idea came to be, where you actually used that connection, and it was like, you know what, I'm actually going to make the AI music from some of the stuff. Who else is doing that? That is super cool. I mean, really nice to see, and I think it's a really great idea, and I think it's something that you guys obviously should. I'm sure you guys are, right, because it's obviously been going really good. We love the jams when we go to your guys' mega spaces, but something that we can see maybe other people even doing in the future, because this is really, really cool what you guys are actually doing. And now these NFTs have a whole song that go with them. I mean, that's pretty amazing, and they can find it on Spotify, which is super cool. So yeah, I think this is amazing. I'm looking forward to hearing more songs from you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing more art from Jay. I'm looking forward to seeing the growth of this, and really putting the impact on the space that is meant for us to do, right? It's not going to happen, and we mess up, it'll pass us by. Just because you're meant to be doesn't mean you're automatically going to be. Some people think that that's how it works, but no. If you don't truck your way up the mountain, yeah, you probably could have been up there, you probably could have done it, but you have to really want it. And right now, I think you're seeing a lot of clues of you guys are on the right track, you guys are on the right, the right thing. Where else would all of this stuff come together? And to see now there's tracks on Spotify, like, how hard it was to do stuff like that before. Now it's just like whipping it up, bringing it together. No producer. I remember the last bull run, it was, you're getting harassed by so many people to make this, and it'd take forever to get a track made for you or whatever. Now with AI and this stuff, we're whipping things up so fast, and it's really up to you how far you guys want to take things. And I think you guys are going to take this all the way to the moon. I'm going to be right there beside you guys, supporting your guys' movement. I think it's necessary. I was talking a little bit about GoFundMe earlier, and obviously talking about it very passionate, like I am, about this space. And if you like me, you love me. If you don't like me, you hate me. And I'm not going to lose any sleep because of that. Most likely only losing sleep because I'm working overtime on Web3. But this is our opportunity to make things like this happen, man. But TK, any last remarks about this beautiful person in the space and these NFTs, and can we see more of this stuff coming in the future, more music by from the image, and what's up with that? And then we'll wrap up the stream. I think maybe you're muted. It doesn't say you're muted. Oh, 1 second. There you go.
Oh, sorry. I did hit the wrong button before, but I heard everything. Yeah, definitely. She's not going anywhere too. She's here to build in the space. So yeah, you can definitely, expect more NFTs coming. And I would just greatly appreciate everyone, who can snatch up some NFTs of hers. But if you can't, right? If you are, out of liquidity, or if you can't afford it, I would just, be grateful for everyone who at least go to her page and share her pinned message, maybe some of her art, and try to help her grow in this space, because I think she deserves to make it in Web3.
I completely agree with you, broski. I really, really, really do. So it was really nice to have you up here. We got the trolls down. We got a couple new projects that came up. Shout out to Chrissy and our vibe as well, and everybody that has really come up, and really all the listeners and everybody who came into the chat. The winners, people who just didn't win just today, doesn't mean that you're not a winner. You're going to get your chance to win. Don't worry. We're going to do more of these and things like that for you guys. But it's just been a really great stream. I had a lot of fun doing this with you guys today. I know the markets have been testing us. There was a little uptick, and it's really nice. I know I wish I could have better news for you guys. And trust me, I can feel it, where people almost don't even want to hear, because, they just, they just want to hear something else. And I just can't do that, right? I'm always zoomed out, and I just don't think the markets are just there yet. But these are the people you're supposed to find, of like, that are building, and we're doing our best. So if you guys got some projects that you guys want to see, up here and showcase on the super streams on Friday, we're looking for projects for next week. Friday, it is going to be a banger. We're going to be doing some giveaways again, leading up to that. So make sure that you guys are tapped in. Have them send me a DM. It's absolutely easy to come up here. It's for your community. If you have a community and you really want to, rock with them, give them something, give them some content that's going to be not only on YouTube and X, but also on TikTok later on, some clips on YouTube Shorts. It's going to be all over the place. So, if you guys are looking to get on the super stream and not just be in the space, but actually show off your art, this is a great opportunity to do it. We're going to get your things minted out. We're going to have some fun together. We're not leaving the space. And I promise you guys, when the markets turn back around, I know I'm zoomed out, and this is the part that most people don't want to deal with, because every time there's a nice little uptick, it's supposed to just be automatically back to the moon. But I always got to keep it, because I'm holding not just myself, I'm just a space accountable, right? And this is where people get caught up, like this uptick right here. This is zoomed out on the 4-hour chart. We zoom. Oh, 1 second. This is consolidation, right? You don't want to get caught up in this right here. You got a lot of other signals. You're going to be getting buys and sell signals all over this place. Just be patient, right? And you guys are going to hear it here first when that thing actually turns around. This is actually the first time that we've seen a nice little break over the 50 and quite a bit. We had an attempt here, but you can see when we get over here and do these things, we got some motion. We just got to wait for that to happen. But what I've been using lately is this. And this has really helped me out where, hey, sometimes the market doesn't go from short to long to short to long to, sometimes it goes from short to consolidation, chop zone, where a lot of people think the floor's in, and then it goes short again. And then people think the floor's in again. And you got all your people on X and everywhere saying, I think the floor's in. Why? Oh, just because I want to say that it's in. That's why. Just because I want to say it. That's why. But it's not in yet. Right. And I have to be transparent with you guys, because this is how we last into space. And not saying liquidity wise or trading wise, you guys don't even have to trade. The fact that people are swinging your emotions here and there, you're going to be very inconsistent. FUD is not just like, FUDing a project. It's fear, uncertainty, and doubt, right? And that uncertainty, that doubt, that not knowing brings all that fear in and can make you do not the best decisions, right? When you got a tons of emotion, you can make a lot of bad decisions, right? I think we've all been there, right? I'll raise my hand and say I've been there myself, right? So this is why, although this is boring and not everybody wants to talk about this, the reason I do this is so that your emotions are not being played with so much, so you don't get wrecked out this space. So you don't get, where, you do delete everything and you do walk away from crypto. A lot of people got wrecked so bad that they're not in crypto no more. There's people from the last bull run that didn't even get into this movement and saw BTC go up to 126. Why? Because they fell for all the games of the last one, right? And that's what I try to do here. It's not financial advice. I'm not trying to help you make $1 million. What I'm trying to do is make sure that, you're not having one feelings one day and the next day you're getting the other way, right? This whole time that this has been boring on this 4-hour chart, I've been just building and doing other stuff. Nobody's post that the floor's in, no suit and tie on the news channel, no Epstein file release, this, that, and there has moved me in any direction whatsoever. No popular person, no major broadcast, no nothing. And it helps me stay locked in and focus on my goals, focus on what I really want to do in this .com moment. I don't want you guys to mess this up where you avoid it in these downturns. You fade this market all together. And then when the market pumps back up, you don't even want to be a part of it because you've been so much on that roller coaster ride. You're like, I just don't even want to be on it. I got motion sickness from, the floors here, the floors there. Look at everybody on Solana. How many times did they tell us the floor was in? And it's not popular to say this on crypto. I'm supposed to just tell you guys that it's going to keep going up, keep going up, keep going up. But where did they find the floor? Who told them, TK? Who told them they can say the floor was in? It was never in. It was never in. They're just saying, I think it's in. And you know what? Everybody, I heard people, yesterday, I bought some at this price and it went lower. I bought some at this price and went lower. That gets exhausting. If you guys don't want to get exhausted out of the market, I'm not saying you're going to make $1 million, but I'm saying you can be patient, tune into to these streams and really catch the alpha where you can actually be in this multi-cycle where you don't mess up this .com moment. This is nonstop consolidation. Is the floor in? We'll see. We're going to wait. And when we do get that signal, you guys will know. Right here, I'm sure they thought the floor was in. Well, what was this? This was short consolidation. Guess what? Short again. Oh, the floor's in again. Short again. Oh, here we go. I'm not sure. You think I'm going to buy any suit and tie telling me the floor's in right now? You think any space is going to be able to? Oh, look at that! It just flipped over. You think they're going to be able to convince me? Hey, it's doing it live right now. Let's zoom in on this. You think they're going to be able to convince me? No, I need to wait. I need all this stuff to come together, right? So this is what we're going to be keeping an eye on. It's pretty nice that we saw this live right now. Do we jump on it right now that that little thing's flicking green? No, we're not jumping on that right now. We're going to let it close. We're going to get a confirmation kind of. We're going to be super disciplined on this and be very, very patient. And when I get those signals and this choppy stuff is over, I promise you guys, you're going to know. Right now, take this time to grow your brand. Take this time to shill, raid, keep growing no matter what. It will bounce back up. It's just we're waiting for that right now. It's nice to see this live right now. But we got another hour and a half before the 4-hour closes. Let's go down to the 3-hour. Again, you know, we got this little green action, but short again. Could we be having a little green action just to go short again? Yeah, we could. And that's what I want you guys to avoid. Okay. So hopefully that's valuable to some people that actually want to just stay in the space. I know we're going to be, you know, even I'm going to have some fun with you guys on meme coins. It's part of the space. If not for meme coins, crypto would be in the stone age still. I'm not going to any meetups and I'm getting people to buy crypto because of transaction speeds. TPS, guess what? This is super fast. Nobody's buying crypto because of that. And we keep having these waves of adoption because of meme coins. So they are needed in this space. Otherwise, I'm telling you, we'll be like cavemen trying to get this crypto wheel going, like barely still carving out a wheel out of stone. That's how back in the Stone Age crypto would be if not for meme coins and that excitement that it brings into the space. I just want to make sure that while that's going on, that you guys are also looking at the bigger picture, right? So thank you guys so much for pulling up. We're not going to get shaken out of this market. We're paying attention to this thing. Our time will come. Just be patient, survive the market, and it will fall right back on your lap. Thank you guys so much for pulling up. Today was an amazing stream. We put in some overtime on the overtime. XPX, look forward to some things. We got some onboarding going on, some really cool things going on, more utility around the corner. I'm sure you guys are getting used to hearing that coming out of my mouth, but some really cool adoption.
And I have a minute if it's okay for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, sorry. First of all, I just wanted to thank you so much for the stage and for being a good friend, right? And providing this platform. That is, you know, very, you know, kind of you, because it's not selfish whatsoever, right? You provide a platform, you know, for free for people to get up here. It's very easy to get on these streams, by the way. And I also wanted to extend one thing, because I'm pretty proud of that too. Jessica have been monetized recently, but she also do have subscriptions now if you want to subscribe and support her that way instead. But that's all. Thank you so much for the stage time, man. And yeah, loved it.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah, definitely you guys check out on that for sure. That was super fire, man. Absolutely amazing. But wrapping this up, I do want to wrap it up on this notion right here for XPX for you guys. You know, we're doing some big things. We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna spearhead some of this stuff ourselves. And you know, it's just one thing to say, I want this to happen. I want this to happen. These guys, we're just gonna do it, man. We're just gonna do it. It's up to us to really make these things happen and do it. So appreciate you guys all for pulling up. This was a fantastic super stream. Really appreciate everybody pulling in. You know, XPX and other projects out there, make that business account. Think about this. You know, there's something here, and this is much more than just one cause. It can go many ways, and it's up to you whether you guys want to open up that floodgate and start to receive and hit some of your goals. Not for you, forget you, for your community, for the visions, for why everybody invested into your project. It's right here. It's happening right now. It's not on a roadmap promised on the road. XPX is actually bringing that for you guys, where you guys can have it, touch it, use it, experience it. Like I said, send me a DM. Use this link right here. I think this is very powerful, man. I wish somebody could have just gave me this. Like, oh my God, you guys don't even know the amount of work. Like, to be like, oh yeah, no problem. Here it goes. I'm just gonna hand this over. You know, it's like, but I'm gonna grab this link right here. And if you know, plan to build a business in the space, I would definitely tap into this. Send me why is it posting that link right there? Send me a link. Send me a DM, and I'll walk you through the steps. We'll have a really cool meeting. I'll show you all the ins and outs, some of the features, and most likely give you some alpha as well as where this thing is going to be heading for those business accounts. If you guys just want to be an individual and create you know, some off-ramp solutions and be able to use your crypto in the world, real purchasing power, you guys create your business account, man. So come check this out. You got your business account and you got your individual account. Business account has some amazing features and even more to come, honestly, everybody. So thank you guys for pulling up so much, man. It's been a fantastic stream, putting in overtime on the overtime. I do want to say for the next Friday. Get the projects ready now. I want everybody that's listening to this, go out there, look for some projects so we can have, you know, instead of a 2.5 hour stream, we can have a 4 hour, you know, super stream with even more projects. So enjoy the rest of your guys' weekend. It's a good start. What better way to start it than with a super stream, having fun, some NFT giveaways, and some amazing people coming up, and the amazing people who support the channel. Thank you guys all, the XPX community and everybody who's been rocking with the channel. You know, no matter what, you know, what's going on, you guys have just been there with me year after year, and that's absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much. Have a fantastic weekend. And let the markets come to you. You know, you don't have to rush anything. We're not making $1 million today or tomorrow. Just chill out and build something, and it'll come to you. Have a fantastic weekend. And I'm not good at saying goodbye, so I'll just say I'll see you guys later.
So your bag's backed up against the wall, and the bandwagon's falling right off. And you're hearing all the talk about maybe you should think about what you're gonna do if it don't